Well then, alright, I think I'm too loud. I feel like I'm too loud. I don't know. I might be a little bit too loud. I'm going to try to back away from the mic. How's that? Is that a little bit better? I don't know. I'm probably blasting out of your ears. Microphone technicality is not my special suit, but we got a good matchup here tonight, starting us off here on our triple header. I'm going to make sure and try to keep this microphone as good as possible. I planned out my entire day around trying to get my audio a little bit better because the last few broadcasts have been kind of under par. But I think it's alright. It's probably alright. It's probably fine. It's probably nothing to worry about. But my new microphone, this did not straight up work, so we're using the old one. We're back to our old roots. Thank you for the gifted sub, Eli. Hope you're having a great day. But we got 3 matchups here this evening, starting us off here at the top of the helm. The Bobcasian Catfish and the Toronto Narwhals taking to the ice for the first matchup here in the intermediate division. Later on, we're going to be taking a look at 2 more pro matches after a short break at 8:30. I had an 8:30 matchup, but the Gibsonia Geesters and the Bobcasian Catfish decided to play tomorrow at 3 p.m. I might be around for that one. It's Super Bowl Sunday, so I really don't want to cast anything after 6 o'clock hits. But if Pro decides they want to play, then so be it. We'll be here on the SPL Network to capture all of it. But yeah, we got the Bobcasian Catfish, the Toronto Narwhals, a rivalry that has yet to been sparked. It's a little IM crossplay here tonight, but neither of these teams will see each other after this moment here tonight, unless they meet in the playoffs or the relegation series. Who's to say? You guys play the Otters at 10. I don't know if you want to do that. I have 0 preparation, but we do have a 30-minute break, so I should be all right to capture that on camera. Taking a look at what other matches are going to be coming up here tonight. Orlando Otters, Columbus Clappers at 9:30. Preceding that, we have the Yosemite Grizzlies and the Columbus Clappers. That's a deep-seated rivalry that we've seen from basically Slapshot 1. Both of those 2 roster or franchises technically coming back from the origins of Slapshot back in 2020, I believe. But yeah, and then after that at 10 o'clock we'll have the Otters and we'll have the Vipers to cap off their matches. Otters will be playing 2 of their 3 tonight. Vipers finishing off their 3rd game of week 2 as well. It'll be a good one. It'll be a grand one, and you're not going to want to miss it for anything in the world. But yeah, starting us off here, starting us strong. Bobcasian not playing last season, but this season they're back in the hot seat. Actually, before we get into the rosters, if you're new to SPL and you have no prior knowledge of what at all we're looking at right here and now and what we're all about, here's the main divisions of Slapshot Premier League's main divisional structure. We do have a separate structure for our West audience. We have 11 teams currently in our West division. Top 8 make playoffs. Winner of that gets to have the bragging rights over on the West Coast, being king of the West. But for the most part, this is where our main competition is at here on the East Coast of North America. The top 8 of the Pro Division. Everybody in the Pro Division plays each other 2 times for a total of 18 games. Our regular season spans 6 weeks. You play 3 games a week up in the Pro and Challenger Division. Top 8 from the Pro Division make playoffs. The bottom 2 have to fight against the top 4 of Challenger to defend their spot for next season. Of course, if the Challenger team defeats the Pro team, defeats the Pro team, the Challenger team then moves up into the Pro Division for the next season. But if the pro team is victorious in that best of 3, they will remain in pro as their position was well defended. Of course, Challenger Division, same deal. Regular season, 6 weeks long, 3 games a week. You have a total of 10 teams, total of 9 teams to play against, not yourself included, for a total of 18 games in the regular season. Top 4 promote, bottom 4 relegate. We're still working out all the snuffs down between the relegation of the challenger teams and the promotion of the intermediate teams. In the intermediate division, a little bit different for the regular season. There's 2 conferences. We'll get more into this in a few seconds. You play your own conference 2 times for 12 games in the regular season, and you play everybody outside of your conference 1 time to make it a total of 19. You play 1 week with 4 games. Everything else is with 3. Pretty much the same pace as the other divisions. And of course, open division, this is your entry division. This is where, if you have no prior SPL experience and you sign up, this is the division you go into. There's 2 separate conferences. I think we have 13 to 14 teams in each conference. I'm not entirely sure if we had any disbands so far this season. I don't think we have, which is immaculate. Because normally we're averaging at least 6 to 8 disbands by the end of week number 2, and we're almost there. But nobody's disbanded yet. Everybody's going strong. Congrats to the open division teams for really being grinders this season. But you got 2 conferences down there. You only play inside your own conference. The top 4 look to promote into intermediate. You only play 13 games in the regular season, which kind of paces out to be, I think it's 2 games a week, if I did my math correctly whenever I made the scheduling. But that's your main gist. That's mainly how you, that's how SPL operates, all right? 6 weeks of regular season, 2 weeks of postseason, and getting into the rosters of the 2 teams that are going to be down there on the ice tonight. Bobcaygeon Catfish, your home team, they're going to be wearing the red jerseys. We got Diener, Daddio, Donut, Paquito, LeBron James, and Peach. Not to be confused with the other LeBron James from the, I think he played for the Atlanta Terror, and now he's more of a West Coast Initiative player. Completely different guy, not to be confused with each other. But of course, Toronto Narwhals, they've been around for a couple seasons now. Bobcaygeon Catfish actually first registered in the Slapshot Premier League back last January during Season 1 of Rebound. Toronto Narwhals registering not last season, but the season no, I think it was last season. Toronto Narwhals coming in right at the end of the era of the Toronto Penguins. They were going to be a B team, but the Penguins rebranded into the Brooklyn Bandits. The Brooklyn Bandits then rebranded back into the Columbus Clappers, picked up Panarin, and that's the roster that we're going to be seeing here tonight after this matchup. But first and foremost, Toronto Narwhals, welcome to the intermediate division. They promoted out of the open division past the Winnipeg Wrath, and now they're in the green seats. They're captained by Napa, followed by Ploopy, Cloudy, Tryhard 777, and Ragu. Ragu had a few team offers at the beginning of the season, and he elected to go with the Toronto Narwhals. He thinks his skill is best spent here. He's a very dynamic player down there on the ice. I hope we see a lot of him here tonight, but I think the starting lineup's going to end up being Ploopy, Tryhard, and Cloudy from the previous experiences we've had with this roster. If I was putting money on this bet, I'd be taking it down with the Toronto Narwhals. It's got to be said. It's got to be done. They've had the better record. They got the better chemistry. Bobcaygeon Catfish still trying to find their paces here in the regular season as a unit. They took last season off. They played 3 seasons straight, 1, 2, and 3. They played immaculate Slapshot coming out of the open division into the intermediate back in season 1 going into season 2. They promoted out of open into intermediate, if that makes more sense. And they've been in intermediate ever since. They played Season 2, Season 3, and then they took Season 4 off, and now in Season number 5, they're back in the hot seat, and they're looking for blood in the water. Taking a look at the current intermediate standings, the Omelet Division, or the Omelet Conference in the intermediate division, we have the Northern Hills Voodoo capping off, undefeated so far here in the regular season. Buffalo is right behind them, though, only a game down from them, with a couple overtime losses. They haven't lost in regulation, neither have the Napoli Neapolitans, as they're 4-2 on the record, both of those losses being in overtime. But yeah, Atlanta Peace. Then we have the Toronto Narwhals that are going to be on the ice here tonight with 4 points on their ballot. They played 4 games, won half of them, and they're looking to make this one above 500 here tonight. Of course, their plus minus isn't the hottest thing in the universe, but neither is neither is. You know what? I take that back. Their plus minus might not be the best, but I think their offense tonight will make up for whatever lack they have in the backfield. I think Tryhard's going to be standing on his head back in the crease all night tonight. Make sure to keep an eye on him as the defensive player of the game. But of course, looking at the Baguettes Conference, the Bobcaygeon hometown. Bobcaygeon not having the best start to the season, but good things come around to those who wait, and Bobcaygeon just abiding their time right now. Not a win so far, but they're looking to change that here tonight as one of the 3 teams in the Baguette Conference without a positive plus-minus. They're looking to try to flatten the curve, for lack of a better term, here tonight as they take on one of their most formidable opponents. One other thing to point out in this conference, I don't know how the Pennsylvania Pythons have 2 losses, as they're mostly made up of challenger players. I don't know how that worked out. They're captained by an open player, followed along by 3 challenger caliber players. Josiah considered to be a pro if he would have stuck with the Pittsburgh Vipers that are going to be playing here later on tonight. But yeah, Diener's in the lobby. So is the entirety of the roster of the Toronto Narwhals. And I guess we'll just wait our time. It's 8 o'clock. We're ready to rock here on the SPL Network. So whenever the teams are as well, we'll take it down to the ice and let them play the feud. Yeah, Diener, he's been around the league for a hefty amount of time. He's one of the staff members that helps run this league. Big shout out to him helping things stay afloat down in just about every division. But getting more into the depth of stats while we have the time for it. Taking a look at the Toronto Narwhals so far this season, keep an eye on Cloudy. He's played all 4 games for the Narwhals. He's scored 10 goals on his 18 shots. He's also played 10 saves off the defensive side, second to only Tryhard. Tryhard playing all 4 games for the Toronto Narwhals as well. He's got 9 points on the season, 5 of those goals out of his 12 shots. He's almost shooting 500. He's at a 41% shot percentage, but he has the top of the leaderboards when it comes to saves. He saves 18 pucks from going into the back of the net. But Cloudy likes to play aggressive to the puck. He likes to stay on the shooter. He's got 7 blocked shots in the intermediate division so far this season, and I'm sure there's going to be a hefty amount more as we continue on during the regular season. I think he has the 3rd most blocks out of anybody in the intermediate division. Noah first from the Buffalo Buffaloes has 11 blocks on top of his 25 saves. I think he's the shoo-in for the Stonewall here if it's not going to be Menno from the Neapolitans. I don't know who it will be, but that's a story for another time. Taking a look more at the stats of the Bobcasian side of the ice. Beckito, great defensive prowess on the ice so far here this season. We're going to see it here tonight. If he is, in fact, in the lineup. They are all 6 parties ready to rock, all 6 parties ready to roll. We're taking it down to the ice for 15 minutes of slap shot between the Bobcasian Catfish and the Toronto Narwhals. Narwhals on the left, Catfish on the right. The game has not crashed, and it's decided to show up here and now, and the game capture alongside with it. Here we are, down in Slap Stadium for some great slap shot here in the intermediate division. Daddio Donut, pressurized by Ploopy. Ploopy here getting a touch on this one, not able to get the flick of the wrist on the target. Tryhard from the slot, nice shot from the neutral zone. Beckito there with a nice control, and a shot by Ploopy finds the first goal for the Toronto Narwhals. 1-0 here in the first. Beckito almost able to dump that one out, but not quite. The lag might be imminent here in this period of action, and if it is a little bit too much, we'll re-drop it and see what happens. But for now, it's 1-0 Toronto. Beckito with a scoop. Cloudy off the backhand, able to dump this one into the offensive end. Here's Ploopy with it now. Off the backhand, Tryhard in the slot. Good shot. Diener there with a nice block, sent over to Beckito, and then to Tryhard. Tryhard here for the Narwhals. Whips that one out and around town, finding his way out to the top side. Cloudy pressured by Donut. Cloudy down to the near side. Off the backhand. Sent topside over to Ploopy. Ploopy here from the point with a backhand pass over to Tryhard. Intercepted by Beckito. Beckito backhand, forehand. Looking for the shot wide of the cage. Sends out to the point. Daddio Donut with a shot attempt. Goes wide. Tryhard. Beckito plays the interference game. Ploopy able to knock that one out to Cloudy. Cloudy with a chop of the puck. Not able to find the crease at the end of the day. Daddio Donut off Ploopy. Ploopy there with a little interference call, but Daddio Donut will successfully dump this one out and in. 1-0. Toronto still leading. They have the puck. Diener with the interception. Shoots, hits the post, comes out into the crease. Beckito tries to pounce on it, gets a shot attempt, but Tryhard there to save the day. 1-0 remains the score. Cloudy out the other way to look to make it 2. A pass over to Ploopy just out of his reach. Now it goes into the corner. Tryhard from the point. Off the backhand, scooped over to Ploopy. Out in front, finds Tryhard off the hip to the forehand. Down to the near side, shooting. Hits the near side of the cage right after it hit Daddio Donut. Donut to Diener. Diener here, the captain of Bobcasian, comes off of Ploopy's stick, looking for Tryhard at the near side point. Tryhard shooting, goes off the side of the cage. That goes unawarded. Out to Ploopy. Ploopy off Beckito. Over to Cloudy. Cloudy off the backhand, sent down low, goes off Ploopy over to Daddio Donut, goes off Diener on the way out, finds his way over to Cloudy. Ploopy in the corner, out in front, finds Daddio Donut along the doorstep, and the secondary save is made. Tryhard with a shot goes wide of the cage. Donut here with the dump out, gives his team some time to breathe. 2:51 remains here in the first period of action. 1-0 still our score. Daddy-O Donut with a bank pass intended for Beckito. Goes off Tryhard. Back over to Donut. Donut across the grain over to Diener. Diener here with a puck with a chip into the offensive end. Finds only Tryhard at the end of that rainbow. Tryhard with a bank pass. Looks for Cloudy. Shoots. Hits the side of the cage, and that one goes wide. Diener off Cloudy. Beckito on the end wall fighting for that one. Cloudy off Diener. Out to the slot. Finding his way off to Tryhard. Tryhard dangles. Finds a dangle on the far side. And a shot off Ploopy and into the cage. That's Toronto Narwhals. Make it 2-0. A good tip of the stick pass by Cloudy. Throws it into the air. A nice sauce amongst the pallet. 2:20 remains in this first period of action. 2-0 our score. Toronto getting it done on offense. Bobcation might be feeling the hurt a little bit too much here tonight. A good shot. Cloudy there with a nice shot along the top shelf right where you stick the peanut butter. It's 3-0 for Toronto. Cloudy with a knock top side finds its way off Diener over to Daddy-O Donut. Daddy-O Donut with a shot of his own goes off the near side and wide by just a hair. Tryhard off Daddy-O Donut. Diener trying to break for that one, but beating him in that race was Tryhard. Tryhard on the far side with a 3-0 score. Finds Ploopy looking to make it 4. Pass out to Cloudy. Cloudy adapting that one as that was undershot. Diener with a shot of his own goes into the corner. Tryhard swinging this one to the near side. Finds Cloudy. Cloudy off the backhand. Finds Ploopy. Ploopy with a pass over to Tryhard. Tryhard controls, shoots, goes off Beckito and into the corner. Diener trying to keep the crease clean. A nice save by Daddy-O Donut, and that one keeps this one the same. 7 shots to 1. Bobcation just looking to get anything on target before this period ends. Cloudy. Pass off Ploopy. Goes off the end ball. Finding its way over to Beckito. Ploopy with a nice pick in the pocket. Finds a pass out to the coin slot, but not able to find its way off Cloudy finessefully. Finessefully? Is that a word? It is now. Congratulations. Tryhard. Off to Ploopy. That one's missed, and that one goes into the corner. Daddy-O Donut finds Beckito. Beckito out in front of his own cage, playing with fire, and he gets burned. A nice shot for the Toronto Narwhals, and they got themselves a 4-0 game because of it. 1:04 remains in the period, and a dangerous pass is a costly one. Diener in the offensive zone looks to make a little magic happen from his back pocket. Diener to the near side finds a little slot to no man's land. Tryhard there with a dump in. Finds his way off Daddy-O Donut. Daddy-O Donut off the backhand. Hits Beckito along the way. Tryhard trying to get possession. Diener with a pass out, but not able to find a recipient wearing a red jersey. Cloudy dangles. Goes off Daddy-O Donut, and now it's leaked into the offensive zone in favor of Bobcation. Ploopy returns the favor. Goes off Daddy-O Donut to the near side. Cloudy getting a touch on this one. Daddy-O Donut will retreat back defensively. Diener to the far side, off the back end, hits Ploopy. Ploopy here with a nice pass out to the point. Cloudy with a shot, and that one goes wide off the far side. Tryhard, backhand, forehand, shoots, hits the post, comes out. Cloudy here with a chance, goes off Beckito, off the hands of Cloudy, and that one sent out of the defensive end by Tryhard. Tryhard gets past Diener along the ball. Finds a passing lane over to Cloudy just out of his reach. Regains possession down in the corner after the bank pass. Beckito out to the far side point. Tryhard hits Diener. And that's all she wrote for period number 1 between the Bobcation Catfish without a goal. And the Toronto Narwhals at 4 at the end of the first period of action. 27 passes to 11. Everything's coming out for Toronto right now. I think their core 3 is pretty solid. With the addition of Napa and Ragu, it's going to be a tough hill to climb for the Bobcation Catfish in this one. But they got 2 more periods to work with. They got plenty of time to get their bearings about them and try to pick apart this defense that is a Toronto's back check. It looks like it might be the same 6 on the ice. No, Tryhard going to be taking a seat on the bench. Taking a look at the stats before we get going farther. Tryhard. Great defensive play, 2 assists onto his title so far here tonight. Most possession time for the Toronto Narwhals. He's going to be starting on the bench here for this period of action. Cloudy, Ploopy, Napa going to be your starting 3 for the Toronto Narwhals. But all 6 parties ready to rock, all 6 parties ready to roll. We're taking this one down to the ice for 5 more minutes, clean on the ice, between the Bobcation Catfish on the right and the Toronto Narwhals on the left. The puck's dropped, the game's on, and time is ticking. Napa looking to take this one out defensively. A lot of players with the zebra stick here tonight. Daddy-O Donut, Beckito, and Napa all having the zebra tape down on the blade. Feel a trend's being set. Napa to the top side. Cloudy off the backhand, looks for a break down center avenue. Becchito not having any of it as Ploopy's shot goes wide. Daddy O'Donnell will pick up the loose pieces. Shot goes down the near side. Diener with a touch goes off Cloudy over to Ploopy. Diener with a bank pass over to Daddy O'Donnell. Cloudy in the zone, shoots, he scores, and he gets a hat trick in the process. 5-0 for the Narwhals over the Catfish. And we're only in the second. Napa back on the defensive side, looks to scoop this one out to the far side of the far reaches of space. Ploopy with an out. The shot goes off the side of the dome of Donut. This one comes out to Cloudy. Cloudy with a shot, scores, and he's got a 4th goal to show for it. 6-0. Bob Cajun just looking for an answer on defense. Ploopy breaking free. Off the forehand, goes off the side of the netting. We find his way back down to Diener. Diener here, the captain, trying to spark a little something for the Catfish. As he shoots this one out of the defensive end, Napa finds his way back to Cloudy. Cloudy to Ploopy. Ploopy back over to Napa. Napa back over to Ploopy. Ploopy down low in the offensive zone with the pass back out to the point. Fans on that one. Napa not able to get jiggy with it. Becchito down low trying to get this one out in front of the enemy cage. Diener helping him along the near side boards. Napa looks topside for an answer, finds only Becchito. Becchito with a pass out in front. Nobody in a red jersey to capitalize on that one. Cloudy, Ploopy shoots, goes into the end wall. Here's Diener. Down the straight, finds his way over to Becchito. Becchito with a shot, goes off the near side and wide. Here's Ploopy. Ploopy here for the Toronto Narwhals with a backhand pass out to Cloudy. Cloudy one-on-one. Donut with a little physicality, and he's going to scoop that one out of the way of harm. Ploopy goes off Cloudy. Cloudy back into the corner, finding his way off Diener with a once, twice, and that one's dumped out by Becchito. Napa finds Ploopy, sending that one back for his captain, but he was not ready for it. Napa able to retaliate with this one, looking topside with 3:08 on the clock. 6-0 our score. Napa fanning on that one, finds his way down off the second try. Ploopy over the backhand shot, sent over to Cloudy. Cloudy sends that one soaring back into the defensive end. Here's Napa with it now. Pass over to Cloudy. Cloudy with a first try, second try, makes connection. Here's Becchito with it now, off the backhand pocket. Look from the red, the blue, the shot goes off the post and into the corner off Diener. Ploopy in his own defensive near side corner takes this one to the far for a possible pass out lane. Diener getting the first touch on that one. Ploopy, he only meets Becchito. Becchito here in the offensive zone. A shot goes off the side of Ploopy. And that one goes off the side of the cage and wide. Cloudy stolen, shoots, hits the post, and that one goes out the far side without it even being considered a shot. Becchito wanting a retry on that offensive opportunity. When scoring chances come a-knocking, they must be answered. Cloudy getting a touch on this one off the backhand. A shot goes off Becchito through the traffic into the goal, and that one crosses the goal line by, it was going mock snail speed. Becchito thought he had enough of it, but he was in fact the one that was had. 7-0. Narwhals lead. Diener pulls, shoots into the corner. Napa looking for an option. Becchito steals this one off the stick of Cloudy. Back over to Daddy O'Donnell. Daddy O'Donnell down to Becchito. Becchito looking for that passing lane out to Diener. Diener pinches in. Well, the shot hits the iron. Comes out to the far side post. A jam session comes on, and Cloudy there to save that day. Daddy O'Donnell gets past one. Daddy O'Donnell in the zone looking for this pass down along the boards. Finds Becchito. Becchito off the backhand. Out. Not able to hit Diener in stride with that one. Daddy O'Donnell off Ploopy. Daddy O'Donnell gets this one back. A good shot goes off the block side of Cloudy. Cloudy going to dump this one in for the Narwhals. Daddy O'Donnell with the other planche. A shot hits the post, comes down to Becchito. Napa steals, shoots, scores! And a little wraparound opportunity on the far side boards. Coming in handy, like it's a notebook. Good shot, good goal. The Lagfest continues. We play on 8-0 our score in Bob Cajun. Always a face-off goal there. Cloudy taking possession off the forehand. A big shot, big goal, and right in the top right corner where you stick the stamp. The double hat trick from Cloudy has been completed. 9-0 for Toronto. In SPL, the mercy rule is 10 goals, so once we hit a 10-goal difference, we'll call it early. If we do, Bob Cajun has plenty left to say on a ring off the iron from the point shot from Diener, I believe it was. Not fortuitous enough? Is that? Am I using that word right? That's the word of the day in my vocabulary app thing that you use to learn words. Anyway, 60 seconds remain. A handsome lead has been built, and we still got another period to play after this is all said and done with. As long as the internet holds up, we'll play on. A nice save by Daddy O'Donnell. Now it's sent out to the far side board. Here it's Daddy O'Donnell with a shot rifled off the glass, finding its way back over to Cloudy. Cloudy here with 40 on the clock. Nice steal. Shoots. Goes off Becchito. Becchito not able to send it packing as that one goes off the near side and wide. Oh, my goodness. Becchito trying to play that aggressive back-checking style. Bloopy breaks free. A 2-on-1. Diener plays it perfectly. Goes off to the far side. Daddy O'Donut finds Becchito. Becchito breaking into the slot, finding his way back out to the point. Here's Daddy O'Donut back at his own blue line. Looks down across center avenue. Finds Becchito down through the traffic. He'll dump this one in. Here's Napa. Lost to the boards. Becchito drives, shoots, scores! And the Bobcaygeon Catfish find their first of the night. Thanks to Becchito's back-checking prowess and a capitalization of a primetime scoring opportunity. 8 seconds remain in the second. 9-1's our score. Toronto leads. Becchito with a little finesse off to the near side from the body of Cloudy. And that it will do it for the second period. Going into the intermission with a 9-1 score. And Toronto grinning ear to ear like a butcher's dog. 18 shots. An offensive mastermind so far on the ice for Toronto. And they don't have to change a thing about their playstyle. Ragu onto the ice, Napa onto the bench. Looks like Ploopy also going to the bench. Your starting three, Cloudy, Ragu, try hard for the Toronto Narwhals. Same three on the ice for the Bobcaygeon Catfish. We're ready to rock, we're ready to roll. We're on the ice for 5 more minutes between the Catfish on the right and the Narwhals on the left. Puck drop, the game's on, and all 6 frames are rocking. Man, and Ragu right off the gate finds himself a goal. 10-0 Toronto, looking to get this one done early. Four seconds into the period, we've already found our first goal. Try hard, looking to put on the Ritz, and that one goes into the twine, and that is all she wrote. 11-1, our final score, and yeah, it's really all she wrote. What a display of talent down there on the ice for Toronto. Toronto taking the lead, holding it there. They really played a fabnificent night. I'm coining that term. I don't even care anymore. Fabnificent night down on the ice for the boys in blue. Toronto Narwhals, 22 shots, 11 goals. Almost a minute of possession time, but most of their time was taking shots. They almost have more shots than they do passes, which has never been seen in SPL before. I guarantee you, not as long as Rebound has been alive, has there been a team that had more shots and passes. But good stuff from both sides of the ice. Bobcaygeon getting a goal in there while the getting was good. And yeah, Bobcaygeon, best part about their position right now is there's nowhere to go but up. But as the season progresses, I'll expect just that from them as we'll move forward into 9 o'clock is our next start time. So we'll take a bit of a break. I might have something in store to burn the time off, but until then, we'll be back on the SPL Network. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Darth, and we'll be right back. Alright, so we got like another 30 minutes to burn. We have nothing else going on here on the SPL network, so we're going to talk about stats, because I like stats, and I'm a stat guy. If you don't like it, come back at 9. We got Yosemite, we got Columbus. We got a few other games tagged on to the end of this stream. I got everything set up. We're ready to rock, we're ready to roll. It took me only like 15 minutes to scuff them together, but yeah, welcome to Stat Chat. This is the first initiation of Stat Chat, hosted by yours truly. This is not quite accurate to tonight's schedule, so we're going to update that live, because that's what we do best here on the SPL network. We got Pitt, we got Orlando at 10:30, we got Wisconsin, and we got Okinawa. Okinawa is the home team, so we're going to put them first, and then Wisconsin. Just so if people tune in, they know what we're all about. They know that we're about professionality at its finest. Most career goals amongst active pro players. We got a lot of big names up there. Of course, I think the biggest reason Blue's on this list, it's got to be said, it's got to be done. He's played a lot of West games. The amount of games played that he's had over the likes of Panarin and Derek and etc. Exceeds mainly because of the West games played. If we were only counting East stats, I think Panarin takes his cake easily. But of course, Panarin's been around since the inception of Slapshot itself. Some say that he was the original developer, and everybody just kind of laughs at that person that says that. But yeah, Panarin's been around since the beginning of time. If you're not familiar with his history in the league, his team, the Columbus Clappers, have won. It was 2 at the original league, the NSL, the National Slapshot League. That transformed into the SPL, which had a different league structure entirely. The Columbus Clappers kept winning games. They kept winning championships. They won the placement season. They won the 4 seasons they had of Slap 1, Slapshot Premier League back in Slap 1. So that's at least 7 championships. And then they won the first championship in Rebound, if I remember correctly. Let me just check the bracket real quick. Yeah, the Clappers did end up winning this one. Season 2 is a little bit of a different story. That was the downfall of the Clappers, as half the roster went to the Miami Vice. Miami Vice took out the Clappers in season number 2, and that ended the reign of the Columbus Clappers. They rebranded into the Plymouth Plague coming season 3. As you can see in this bracket, Plymouth Plague the Columbus Clappers were handed off to T, and T made it the Plymouth Plague, where they stand now. Now, the team that are now the Columbus Clappers are the Toronto Penguins that you see on the top right of your screen. They did not play in this postseason. They forfeited their first round. They gave the Colorado Cobras their walk into the semifinals against the former Clappers, and then the Cobras went on into the finals, where they were defeated in a Game 5 against the Miami Vice. If my memory serves me correctly, this happened back in like August. So my mind might be a little fuzzy, but back to the Stat Chat. Panarin, top of the boards, because he's been around for such a long time. We'll get more into games played here in a few seconds. But Derek not playing this season. He's kind of lost the lust for this game, at least as of right now. He is still a pro player. He's on the roster of the Columbus Clappers as their sub. Kyler, playing for the Orlando Otters, has 312. He's only 6 goals behind Derek in the all-time goal list. Of course, down below is Green and K-Spar neck and neck. K-Spar also alongside the same boat as Derek, not having a whole lot want for the game anymore in its current state. And so K-Spar riding the bench for the Los Angeles Comets. Of course, Green playing this season for the Yosemite Grizzlies. He's a starting player, so I'm expecting to see him here in the next game here at 9 o'clock. He might be making a huge step towards Kyler for 4th place, but the top 10's a tight race. It really is. Once you get down to 3rd and into 10th, that's only like a 30. I think it's exactly a 40-goal difference between Derek and Flaccid. But yeah, as we go farther down the list, Tyron K also subbed this season. Laugh Track, a starter. He has a lot of goals from IM. He has a lot of goals from from IM. He used to captain for the Philly Ferrets that played in the qualification tournament, which was the prerequisite to the rebound seasons. He captained the Philly Ferrets up till season 2, and into season 3 they rebranded to the Retroville. No, I think it was the qualifying tournament. He captained the Philly Ferrets, and then in season 1 they were placed in IM. The Philly Ferrets continued on. And season number 2, they rebranded to the Retroville Caribou whenever the league was handed off to me, Blades, and Pino. Yeah, this encapsulates everybody's entire career. So Blue I think he has the most games played. Let me check real quick. I have this available. Blue, he's up there. He's 13th in all-time games played. Panarin just shadows everybody. He's been around for such a long time, almost 200 games played. In a few weeks, he's going to have 200. This does not count draft, the draft numbers, because those aren't real. This is only league format games, West, Challenger, Pro, the main divisions. None of the tournaments. That doesn't count. At least not in this case and scenario. But, you know, K-Spire's up there. It's a lot of great names up here on the board. Dynamite substituting for the Plymouth Plague this season. Skiztastic's up there. But, like, you got the OGs up there. That's all that really matters. Flaccid, 12th. I think he's 14th in games played, but he's even higher in goals. He's 10th all-time amongst current pro players. Of course, Rodeo and Meatsail would be up here if they were still active. They might be back next season. They might not be. It's up to them to figure it out. But, yeah, the draft seasons were the only seasons that mattered. Every other season is a Mickey Mouse. I mean, everybody has their opinions. Whether you're right or wrong is up to you. I don't have one, so take it as you will. I asked a bunch of people, should they count, and the majority said no. So if you want to take a look at these stats themselves, everything's available. Take a look at important links. I have. You can follow along if you want. I've been taking it upon myself to find interesting stats to pop up during the games, and that's the main reason I have the ability to talk about this right now. It's all in a spreadsheet. Just take a look at leaderboards. Everything makes sense there. If you look past that sheet, it just looks like a bunch of mumbo jumbo. Not even I understand half of it. But yeah, there's a lot of big names up here. Krooks being one of them. He's played a lot of West games. That's probably one of the big reasons he's up here in goals. I think it's a big reason he's up there in games played as well. Krooks made top 10 if you include the draft games. But yeah, most times banned or muted in SPL history. That's a good one. I want to find that. The only thing that could be difficult with that is that whenever the transfer of power between admincies, like between whenever Kodiak and QDub ran the league to the power of MDub and etc., the mutes and bans channel got deleted, so there's not a whole lot of history behind that. But and the same thing happened whenever it went from, you know, MDub and us into the current power that is. But yeah, there's a lot of big names up here. Crusade trying to make his name known up in the Pro Division. Only 75 goals in his career. He hasn't played a whole lot of Slapshot now that I've been looking at, like, the telltale signs. Also, Dynamite, not a whole lot of games played. If we included the draft games, he would be, I think, 16th place, overlapping Speed Chaser. But, like, Mason Speed Chaser, I think the first season they played was season 4 of Slap 1. And they really haven't played a whole lot of games outside of playing with each other. I think this season's going to be the first time that they've really been apart from each other. Speed Chaser just not playing in general. Mace taking the team from Speed Chaser back. I think it was last season they transferred captaincy. But yeah, Mace being captain this season. He's going to be playing here tonight. 2 games for the Orlando Otters on the board down in the bottom left. But yeah. Teaser versus Generations pick. I'm thinking the Generations. I haven't seen Wisconsin play yet. The Generations have been around for the longest time in Slapshot's history. They were kind of the Athens Alphas back in Slap 1. They kind of weren't. Papa Shields, one of the best stories in SPL, if I do say so myself. Papa Shields, the reason he plays Slapshot is so he could play with his son, the Human Shields, if you've seen his name around. Hang on, I saw the 9+ notification on Discord. I have to check this out just to make sure nobody's actually dying. Alright, I think we're good. Papa Shields started playing Slapshot so he could play with his son, but he wasn't good enough, so he had to grind the game out. And he's gotten so much better over the seasons. His transformation from open player, I think he's a decent intermediate player now. And, you know, he played last season with his son on the Okinawa Generations. Pip Starleather, great player, great stick handler. I think we're going to see him come out the most here tonight at 10:30. But I think it'll be interesting whether or not you want it to be. But yeah, a lot of active pro players, a lot of big names. A lot of these are just substitutions that are just not like Seaman. He hasn't played a game so far this season for pro, but he's got 192 goals to show for it. Seaman actually played down and open back whenever the I think it was the what are they now? The Ottawa Orbit, that were the Crystal Spring Crusaders, that were the Cowtown Crusaders. Seaman was on the original roster for that, and then he transferred over to I used to be Rhino222 Darth. You need to find my Slap 1 stats. I will. I do have access to the old NSL stats. The first season of JSL does not exist anywhere. Me and Noxie have been trying to find it for the life of us. Some of the Season 2 stats for JSL are out there, but they're partially there. I do have a lot compiled in a separate spreadsheet that I can access, but yeah. But like Flaccid played back in Slap 1. He played for the Bolivia Bitcoin Bandits, if I remember correctly. I wasn't around for any of Slap 1, so anything you hear from me is just because I studied it like a book. But, well, technically, I started broadcasting I think it was last October, whenever Slap 1 was dissolving into Slapshot Rebound. There was a transfer of powers. I came in at the tail end of that legacy, and I think I casted the Open Playoffs as my first few broadcasts. But, yeah. Between Okinawa and Wisconsin, I have no idea who's going to win that game. I'm only picking Okinawa because I know who the guys are on the roster, and they can clobber me any night or day. But, yeah, if you want me to predict the games, I think Grizzlies coming out over the Clappers. The Clappers are going to have a good game against Orlando, but there's a few stats that really just stick out between those two rosters that I don't want to spoil, so I'm not going to get too into it. Pittsburgh obviously beating the Otters, but that's just because they're Pittsburgh. You were never in JSL? My first season of SPL, I was Rhino222, and for some reason nobody knew. I became Flaccid. I mean, played for the St. Louis Goons. Okay. Let me see if I can snag it. They're nowhere on the website. I'm gonna have to phone in MDub. That's the quick search. Let me see if I can find it with the tip of the season 2. Okay, yeah, I remember seeing this now. Yeah, the only rostered player on the website, because the way they handled rosters back in Slap 1 was kind of willy, kind of wacky, kind of wonky. That did not come out right. Yeah, the way they used to handle roster transactions were kind of whack, as the kids say. So yeah, I think the only left rostered player on the Goons is Mackie, which is now was Winnipeg Wrath. Winnipeg Wrath, of course, disbanding this last season, unfortunately, as they were the last remaining, one of the last, like, I think they were the oldest running Slapshot team, if you only count SPL titles. Yeah, thank you for the 5 gifted, Eli. I much appreciated. Hope you had a really good sandwich or something today. Yeah, if you click on the team stats, you're right there. I can see it's 6 goals, 4 games played, 12 shots. See, saves back in the day were so much harder to get because you had to predict shots. Oh, you played with MNSO winner. Interesting. I'm not a huge fan of that guy. Scheduling with him back in Season 1 was a nightmare. That's all. That's the only thing I know about MNSO winner. He gets 5 every stream. He's gifted, I think, 6 for this one, technically. No, wait, that was a resub. Yeah, 5 a stream. I would not complain at all if you do that. Yeah, it's there's a lot of things coming up. Check out the Instagram if you want to stay up to date in SPL. I'm gonna try my best to make a bit of a portfolio for myself on there. Yeah, you played with MNSO winner. You played on the same team as him. He had 3 games played for the Goons back in Season 2. I don't think you might not have skated with him, but that was back. Kappa had the most games played for that team. That is an interesting stat to throw out there. You should have scheduled Gubby and NSL. Dude was a clown. I think being a captain in the Open Division is one of the hardest tasks in SPL. Like, I would take making the schedules over scheduling with the captains any day, 100%. And making the schedules is not easy if you have an odd amount of teams. It is the most mind-numbing task any human being could possibly do. But it must be done, and it's not the worst thing in the world, let me put it that way. I think the NFL would be easier to schedule than SPL, but that's just me. Yeah, we're about 10 minutes away. I might take a break, go get a drink, and then we'll be back for some pro action later on here tonight. I might make this a segment from now on. Just leave a little 30-minute segment in between times. Play a little Q&A with you guys. You guys have any questions for me you want answered? Because if you don't, I'm going to go get a drink, and we'll be back for Flappers Orlando. One day you'll be unmuted in the SPL Discord again. Are you muted currently? We'll blame Pino on that. Yeah, we'll blame Pino on that one. Alright, I'm gonna go grab a drink, then we'll start our pregame for the Yosemite Columbus matchup coming up here at 9 o'clock. We got 10 minutes to burn. We'll be back here on the SPL Network. Thank you for tuning in. Check out the Instagram, check out the website, all that good stuff. And yeah, we'll be right back. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second matchup of our 5 here tonight. Columbus Clappers use 70 Grizzlies, a tale that's old as time itself. Gonna be down there on the ice here tonight. Yosemite winning, I think it was 3 of the last 4 matchups these two teams have seen against each other. And tonight might be another tally in the win column for the Yosemite Grizzlies. As I stumble like a fumbling idiot, we'll press on through whatever English inconspicuousies I have. Wendy's Cashier, Green Bomb's going to be down there on the ice. Rambum, not sure what his deal is this season, but I've been told that he's going to be sitting on the back burner as Yosemite experiments with the roster lineups, with the top 3 being Wendy's, Green, and Bombs. Of course, for the Columbus Clappers, we got Lemon Bond, Panarin, Flappagas, and Derek. Derek playing more of a substitution class here this season, leaving Flappagas as the 1. Lemon Bond and Panarin kind of rotating the defensive side, but I think Panarin is the primary 3 for the Columbus Clappers. Taking a look at the stats both of these teams have so far this regular season. Green, top of the goals column for the Yosemite Grizzlies, playing all 3 games. 12 goals to show for it, a total of 17 points on the regular season. And he's a force to be reckoned with. But, yeah. It'll be interesting to see how these take to the ice. Wendy's Cashier, I think he leads the division in total amount of assists. But, yeah. It'll be interesting. Is the Vipers and the Grizzlies? Yeah, don't worry about it. It's not important. It's not a thing to think about. But, yeah, there's not 2 games at 10:30. I think that was my mistake. Taking a look back at the scheduling, the open game comes at 10:30. That's a my bad. That's a yike in what I think the kids say these days. But, yeah, 10:30, Okinawa, Wisconsin. Of course, next up, we have the Columbus Clappers against the Orlando Otters, and the Otters finish off their week at 10 o'clock against the Pittsburgh Vipers. But, yeah, it'll be a tight one. I think it's going to be a very tight race between the Grizzlies and the Clappers here tonight. Clappers are struggling a bit in their previous 5. What is that? That is not at all the slide that I clicked on. All right, yeah, this is the one I want. This is a great show. How about them apples? 3 games each played so far this season. They're looking to get a few of their week 2 games in, while the Gittins, good Columbus Clappers, of course, going to be the away team in the blue jerseys. Yosemite will be in the red, defending the right side of the ice. Yosemite Grizzlies getting their first win of the season off the Orlando Otters. I think that was on, Wednesday last week, but I'm not entirely sure about that. 7-goal gap between the Typhoons. That was a loss, 8-13, a 5-point differential there against the Plague. Yosemite just looking to generate some offense. But whenever they shoot, they are deadly. We'll get more to that as the game goes on. Columbus Clappers, of course, also 2-3, down towards the lower side of the standings. Actually, let's just get into the standings right now. Taking a look at the pro standings as they lie currently. We have ourselves the Pittsburgh Vipers in first place. They'll be on the ice here tonight. Yosemite Grizzlies and Grizzlies, Otters, Clappers. All 3 of those teams tied right now in the standings. That will not be so by the end of tonight. I am 100% sure of that. But, yeah, I think it just comes down to the goal differential. None of these teams have played each other yet, so they're all tied technically in the match standings as well as their overall record. So it comes down to goal differential. But even then, that doesn't make any sense because the Orlando Otters should be holding 6th place pretty handsomely, only being one on the downside of the plus minus. But tonight, we're going to be seeing a bit of a round robin between these 3 teams, alongside the Pittsburgh Vipers finishing off their second week of games. Will they stay undefeated? Will they won't? Who's to say with time itself, 10 o'clock, the start of that matchup. But I'm sure it's going to be a tight race nonetheless. And, yeah. As long as my ping holds up, we're going to have a great game tonight. As long as my ping holds up, man, those frame drops coming right in on cue. While I DM the captains, I'll leave you guys on this screen to kind of keep yourself occupied and all the numbers you can look at. Man, aren't those pretty? Of course, for the intermediate game, the ping wasn't that bad, but since Pro's going to be playing here in a few seconds, of course, we have some of the roughest lag spikes that we've been hitting all night. Yosemite Grizzlies, of course, Bomb's looking to keep pace. Woody's Cashier, a huge stick checker. A great defensive game so far this season. One of the top in saves so far in the regular season. 34 saves on the dot. Flavafish might be close behind him, but I don't think quite outshadow them. Just double checking my facts as we get this one sorted out. Woody's Cashier is in fact first place in the Pro Division. 34 saves on his 3 games played. Floppafish short behind him. 3 saves down. Floppafish, 4 games played, 31 saves. And then from the comments, we have Logic in third with 30 saves, 5 games played. And of course, Doug right close to them, 28 saves, and then fourth. But yeah, it'll be interesting. I think it's going to come down to Woody's Cashier's defense and whether or not Panarin will turn the puck over. If the Grizzlies can find a way to make Panarin fumble the puck, that really takes out all the wind out of Clapper's sails, and I think it'll leave them high and dry as back on defense. If he can pick apart their third, he can pick apart anybody. He can pick apart a pickled pear tree if you try hard enough. Yeah. I'm going to see if Lemon Bond can host this game, because anytime I host the game lobbies, it seems to lag horrendously. So I'm going to have to keep my my wits about me while in the intermissions, that I get the scenes switched when I need to. But yeah. Eli rumored to be starting tonight for the Pittsburgh Vipers against the Orlando Otters. It's only a matter of time until the puck's dropped here tonight. It's 9 o'clock. The Columbus Clappers currently are in a pub. They're getting warmed up. Same thing with the Grizzlies. Trying to keep it fresh. But yeah, my eyes are on Flabbergast tonight. If he has a good night, the Clappers are going to end up with a win at the end of it, whether it's this game or the next game. We're going to find out here sooner rather than later. Of course, if Green has the hot hand. He scored over, I think that's what, 4 hat tricks in 3 games, if they were consecutive. But yeah, my eyes are on Wendy's Cashier. My eyes are on Flabbergast here tonight. Those are the 2 big names that if they perform good, I think the team's going to come out with a win. If they don't do anything, well, it'll be unfortunate for the team that they're on. But yeah, those are my players to watch. Lemon Bond, of course, as always, going to be one of the better players on the ice. He's great at moving the puck. He's great at passing the ball, and gets that rock sauced around. Last in possession time for the Columbus Clappers. Clappers play a very heavily focused game whenever it comes to possession time, and I don't think tonight's going to be any different. Of course, I think Panarin is second in possession time amongst pro players. Just going to double fact check you there. He is not. Wow, where is he? He's 8th overall in possession time, beat by Mace, Christian FF, Henry, Kyler, Logic, Crooks, and Doug. So he's in the top 10, but not by a lot. I think it's 100 seconds of possession time between Panarin and first place. Panarin, one of the biggest considerable puck hogs of the league. That award at the end of the season goes to whoever has the most possession time. Yeah. Classes in Florida currently. Man, I am jealous of you. I walked through 2 foot of snow this morning to get to my car. But yeah, Plymouth Plague are not playing in either games this week. Same thing with the Ocean City Typhoons. Typhoons are without 2 of their players, and the Plague are without 2 of theirs. So all 6 of those games, I think they don't play each other. So I think it's 6. All 6 of those games are getting pushed to next week, and it's going to be a tight game. It's going to leave me with a lot of workload too, but I think fantastic any way you spin it. Yeah, we have the lobby up. I think Flabbergast, Panarin, Lemon Bond, you're starting 3 for the Columbus Clappers, and we just await the Grizzlies' arrival. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a grind next week for everybody. Bombs green, Wendy's Cashier starting 3 for the Yosemite Grizzlies. So whenever they're ready to rock, we're down on the ice. Yeah, I think Green's going to have a really good night. I think he's going to pop off, bring home a win for the Yosemite Grizzlies. But yeah, with that being said, all 6 parties are ready to rock. All 6 parties are ready to roll. And we're taking it down to the ice for 15 minutes of slap shot between the Yosemite Grizzlies on the right and the Columbus Clappers on the left. The puck's dropped, the game's on, and we got this one rocking. A nice shot right off the bat goes into the far side corner. Picked up and played with by Wendy's Cashier. Cashier back for the Yosemite Grizzlies. Just taking his time in the corner, not in a big rush to go one way nor another. As he pops this one out with a golden stick, finds Green. Green in the neutral zone, shoots, he hits the post, and that one goes wide. And Aaron back in the defensive end for the boys in blue. The Columbus Clappers breaking this one out, goes off Green. Green here with a little... Does he have the glowing gloves on? I thought he might have had the Rudolph nose, but no, I was in fact the one mistaken. That's Wendy's Cashier's drip. Bombs wreaking havoc on Panarin's day as he shoots that one back out to Green. Green here along the slot, looking to make the most of his opportunities. That one trickles out to Panarin, and he's going to make the first save of the game. Pass goes down the straight. Here's Flappagas, ringed out to Lemonbond. Lemonbond with a shot, hits the side of the cage, brought down low by Wendy's Cashier as they battle against each other down in the corner. Yosemite with an opportunity. Flappagas with a shot. He shoots, he scores, and he makes it 1-0 for the Columbus Clappers. A great opportunity in the corner by Lemonbond in a better capitalization. Flappagas for the 10th time this season has found the back of the twine to give the Clappers their first lead of the week. Flappagas on the far side point, a good shot goes off the end wall, finding its way off of Wendy's Cashier over to Bombs. Flappagas able to pinch that one back over to the former captain of the Clappers. Here's Panarin fighting against Bombs. Out to Green. Green fans on it. Comes out to Lemonbond. 2-on-1. He shoots. He saves. Nice control there by Wendy's Cashier. Another try by Lemonbond, but he's not able to get the angle he wanted. Panarin dangles, shoots, goes off Wendy's. Wendy's Cashier, the captain of the Yosemite Grizzlies, finds his way out to the neutral zone. Flappagas drives it on north. Green has other plans. Green with a shot goes off the body of Panarin and wide of the cage. Bombs, the original number 69, going to work for Yosemite on the back check. Flappagas finds Panarin. Panarin to Flappagas. Flappagas off the forehand to Lemonbond. Lemonbond pulls, shoots, scores! And it's 2-0 in Yosemite. The Columbus Clappers have come out with an ingenuity. They're doing goals. Look at them go. It's 2-0. Clappers lead. Put that one on my highlight reel. 3:15 remains in the first period of action. And Clappers have shown why they're in pro. Bombs able to open up Panarin like a toy in the candy. Bombs did a good on offense. It's 1-2. Grizzlies coming to town, making sure they know that they're awake now. Lemonbond back in the defensive side. A backhand swipe goes out and across the green. Flappagas off of Green. Green here trying to drive this one out northways. He brings it off the point. Green off Flappagas over to Panarin. Panarin here with it now. 2:48 remaining in the first. Clappers still lead it by 1. They're looking to extend it with this next drive out of the zone. Panarin off the backhand. Chips that one towards the cage for a chance at a goal. Wendy's Cashier, of course, tending the shot lane. Good shot, a good goal. Lemonbond top shelf where he keep the peanut butter, making it 3-1. The Columbus Clappers getting that last goal back, and they've pocketed it for $1.50. Difference is 2 here in the first. Bombs chucking this one off the defensive side. We're halfway through the first period. Nothing but an onslaught of offense from both sides of the ice. Bombs looking to take that one personally. Flappagas, topside, banks it off the boards. Green steals, shoots off to the near side corner, finding its way off to Flappagas. Flappagas to the topside boards. A little spinorama from Panarin gets him some time to breathe. Flappagas down the near side with the zebra stick tape. Shoots this one out to no man's land. Wendy's Cashier with the golden stick with a forehand shot. Goes off to the far side corner. That one trickles into the palms of Panarin. Panarin across the green. Lemon stops, looks for the pole, but not able to find the string to get that voice box working. Aaron to the near side. Taking this one off the backhand, the forehand. Bombs there trying to shovel his way through the snow. Pass out by Lemonbond. Not able to find a receiver until the neutral zone. Here's Panarin. Dangles Bombs out of his mind. A good shot. That one hit by a wiffle bat. That one did not have a whole lot of power behind it. Wendy's there with a nice save. Banks this one off to the near side. Flabbergas here controlling off the backhand down to the near side from the point. Rips. No, he doesn't even release a shot. He saw Wendy's had everything covered and elects to take it into the corner instead. Bombs to Wendy's. Shoots into the far side and wide by just a hair. Aaron looking to tickle the Ivories off to the far side. Across down to the near side. Here's Flabbergas getting a touch on the offensive side of the puck. Taken back to the neutral zone. Bomb's not able to get past Panarin. Flabbergas here with possession, trying to take this one downtown like he's Charlie Brown. That one's pinched off the stick of Panarin. Wendy's Cashier with control, goes off flat, down to Bombs to the top side, finds his way out to Green. Green to the near side, finds Bombs. Bombs from the hip to the forehand, not able to get the shot on target. Out in front, Lemon Bond saves the day. Panarin off the back end. That's only Yosemite's 10th shot that has been denied so far this season. And they've had a real great game whenever it comes to stuff like that. Of course, we have some of the best goal scorers of the league out there on the ice. Panarin there, top of that list, alongside Rambo, not quite playing here tonight, but he is on the Yosemite roster if he does come to be. He'll look to extend his spot on the ladder. But 3-1's our score. Yosemite looking for an answer right now down on the ice. Lemon Bond looking to take this one personally out to the far side. Blue line right-handed, not able to send that one packing. This one sent down the near side boards. Bombs with control, taking this one back for Yosemite. Chopped out to the neutrals on Green against Panarin. Sent down to Flabbergas. Flabbergas here for the Clappers in the offensive end. With 10 seconds on the clock, he's in the corner and he's in trouble. Bombs wreaking havoc back on the defensive side, just swinging his stick, hoping to hit anything and everything. Lemon, Green breaks free. Forehand shoots in. That's the end of the first period of action. And while we yell at Irvion, let's take a look at the stats. Columbus Clappers 3, Yosemite Grizzlies at 1. Tight stuff. 24 passes. Yosemite Grizzlies just looking for an answer so far. And we're back down on the ice for the second period of action. Yosemite on the right. Columbus on the left. The puck's dropped. The game's on. And we got more slap shot here coming at you. Flabbergas on the defensive side looks to advance this one offensively. Panarin with a shot attempt. But that one goes wide of the cage. Lemon Bun wrapped out to Panarin. This one's brought down low. Flabbergas with possession. Panarin back on the defensive side. Stopped by Bombs. Bombs here control. Shot off the end of the glass, finding its way to the top side. Green off the backhand. Scores on his own cage, and Panarin awarded the goal. A big bag of unfortunate. And a few confound things along with it. Green hoping for Wendy's Cashier at the end of that, but in fact it was a little bit more net-like. 35 seconds into it, first goal has been had in the second, and it's not been a fortuitous one. That's a word. Bombs with a shot, trying to get that one back. Green had a chance! Oh my goodness, what a save there by Panarin, and what a fortunate bounce as that one goes out to the near side corner. Of course, Yosemite's been one of the best contenders when it comes to shots going into the cage. 70% of their shot percentage. Only 30% of shots being stopped, and there's another one, case in point. Of course, Columbus also towards the top side of that bracket. 51% of their shots being blocked. They are scoring half of their shots, and they shoot a lot, as you've seen in this game. 6 shots, 4 goals, and they're looking to take another one as they take this personally down into the offensive zone. Bombs looking to bring this one back out for Yosemite. Bombs out to Green. Green off the back end, hits Flabbergas. Flabbergas to the top side boards, looking for a shot from the point. A good opportunity, but Wendy's Cashier staying on his angles. Wendy's Cashier showing why he's in the top 3 of all-time saves. Or, not all-time saves, just saves for the season. Green with a beautiful opportunity to save that one, and he does just that. Making sure to keep the score the same. Bombs back in the defensive end, chops it out, neutral zone, finds Green. Green here trying to advance his efforts, leaves it for Bombs. Bombs rips this one to the near side, finds Green. Green to Wendy's. Wendy's to the neutral zone, shooting this one off to the far side. A deflection shot intended to land with Bombs, but no contact was made. Flabbergas, Lemon stops, not able to get the shot, releases that one, trickles off his hip and down along the enemy end wall. Flabbergas, Panarin dangles, shot goes off Green. Wendy's Cashier with possession for Yosemite, looking to bring this one down the far side, gets a step off Flabbergas. A good shot goes through the crease and into the near side corner. Bombs wraps this one topside out to Green. Flabbergas to the neutral zone. Wendy's Cashier with a bank pass finds Green. Green here trying to get this one off Panarin as that one's trickled back over to the hands of Wendy's Cashier. Wendy's with it now, trying to numb the pain down to 2-goal difference with a shot of his own. A nice save by Panarin, and that one trickles off to the near side. Panarin taking his time back in the defensive end. This is the most saves anybody's ever had against the Grizzlies. And Flabbergas breaks free, looking for the shot. He finds the post. No! Oh, man, I felt like goodness, got shot in the thigh. Oh, I felt him scream. Goes through the space-time continuum. 2 minutes, 10 seconds remaining, and what would have been a 5-1 game is left on the doorstep with nobody to call home. Bombs with a shot of his own goes off Flabbergas into the far side corner. Lemon Bomb scooped back over to Panarin. Panarin here with a dangle off to the far side boards off the back end. Bomb stops, shoots, goes off Panarin and into the corner. Panarin playing a really good defensive game, contrary to the first week. Not a whole lot of turnovers, making sure to get the puck out of his defensive end, not playing with his foot a little bit like he did the previous seasons. Flabbergas just absolutely destroying the defense of the Yosemite side. As that dump down comes off Lemon Bomb, finds Panarin. Panarin here with it now. Trying to break this one out, finding a passing lane down the straight, but not able to release it before Bombs got to meet him. Bombs with a shot, rings off the iron. Aaron, off Green. Green out in front of the cage, not able to find a home at point. Nice stop by Green. Panarin with a save. Oh my goodness, I don't even think that counted as a shot on net, but it did in my heart. Man, you can't cut it much closer than that without it going in. Lemon Bomb with a shot, goes off Flabbergas, he'll take it into the corner. Bombs from the hip to the forehand. Panarin saying no. Panarin, forehand, trying to get that shot lane in. That one goes off Wendy's cashier and into the far side boards. Panarin with 60 seconds remaining here in the second period of action. 3 goals the gap. Clapper's in the lead. Flabbergas stopping it, pulling, shooting, going off Panarin and into the near side of the cage. That would have been an immaculate opportunity and a great scoring chance. Lemon Bomb let it sizzle on the panhandle. Lemon Bomb with a pass over to intended for Flabbergas. Green has other planes. Lemon Bomb not stopping yet with a pass out in front. What a shot goes into the far side corner. Somebody get Flabbergas a new mouse. Man. Bombs to Green. Green with a shot goes into the near side. Here's Bombs with it now. Bombs with a shot to the far side. Finds this one leaked out to Green. Green with an opportunity to the far side. Only finds Lemon Bomb. Lemon Bomb shoots at the no man's lane. Catching up to this one. Here's Panarin. Panarin fakes out Bombs. Gets a step. Shoots off the far side. Nice save by Wendy's cashier. 10 seconds remain in the second. 3 goals the difference. The lead horse in the race tonight is from Columbus. Panarin with 3. Bombs. And that will do it for the end of the second. It's 4-1 here in Yosemite. Clappers getting it done on the offensive side of the puck, contrary to the previous few matches we've seen from them here this week. It looks like all 6 parties are ready to rock. All 6 parties ready to roll. We're back down on the ice. Takeaway game's immaculate. So is the passing game. Clappers just controlling it all here in these last few periods. While the game decides to crash, we're going to be going back to that stat screen. How you like them apples? Yeah, there's the Slapshot EXE is not responding. We'll get this one back in the wheelhouse. Hopefully won't miss too much when it comes to that. 10 shots to 7, huge difference. Columbus Clappers really just putting on the Ritz when it comes to the offensive side of the puck. And they can't have any, they're not complaining about anything. I think everybody crashed. We might not be missing a single thing. All right, we're back in the fast lane, like we're the Eagles. It's still 4-2. We missed the Grizzlies goal. That's I am not a fan of that at any stretch of the imagination. 4-24 remains here in the final period of play. Missed about 30 seconds and a shot on goal. I'm sure it was Green. Was in fact Green. How you like them apples? Flabbergas to the near side. Lemon Bomb took the time to DM me an emoji while that all happened. It's an amazing thing. It really is. Flabbergas dangle, shoots, he scores, and what a shot on target. Able to pull that lead right back to 3. 5-2 for the Columbus Clappers. Shots 9-11. We'll see how this third period, what other treats this period has in store for us. Slapshot is a Slapshot does. And, yeah. Wendy's cashier with a bean puck finds Green. Is this puck going to stay like this? I'm going to be a little upset. You can't stick lift over it. A shot down into the offensive zone. This puck will stay this way until the next goal is scored. You can't take it into the corner and just try to ring it around the side of the glass, and sometimes it pops out of play. I haven't seen a pro team do that other than the Pittsburgh Vipers I've seen do it. But, yeah, there's my solution to the problem. I don't know if anybody else is watching the stream that is currently playing right now. I'm talking to you. But Wendy's cashier just trying to take matters into his own hands, so that shot goes wide. I've seen a 10-minute overtime caused by the bean puck. And so we might be here for a hot second. This might be the Columbus Clappers' saving grace to go into the end meets with this 3-goal difference. Lemon Bomb, Panarin. Goes off Wendy's Cashier over to Green. Green off the backhand, goes over to Bombs, out to the point. Wendy's Cashier with the lob in, finding his way down low. And Aaron with a rip off the glass finds his way back to his back pocket. Bombs, forgetting that he can't stick lift over the puck. Here's Wendy's Cashier, shoot, scores, and thank God that's over. Yosemite with her third goal of the night makes it 3-5. A great shot from the point. We'll blame Irby on, and we'll move on. 2 goals the difference. Yosemite back in the hot seat. And, yeah, 5 months of this being puck action. I don't know if that's what everybody calls it, but that's what I call it. And so eventually it'll become a coined term. Bombs down low in the offensive corner, looking to bring this one out for Yosemite. Pass to the far side, point finds Wendy's Cashier. The captain goes off Flabbergas into the far side post. Here's Panarin. Panarin, the former captain, finds his way off Green, off of Flabbergas into the defensive end for the Grizzlies. Here's Wendy's Cashier, losing that one off the lag touch. Flabbergas tries to drive this one offensively. Takes it down low into the enemy corner. Popped out to the point. Panarin shooting. Goes off. Lemonbun scores. What an opportunity. What a shot. Let it simmer for a year and a half. That's quality. That's slap shot. And that's a beautiful goal. 6-3 in Yosemite. The Clappers lead. Great teamwork on the offensive side. Great prowess to stay on the puck. And, yeah, great stuff. Great slap shot. See, with a normal puck, great things can happen. With great puck flatness comes great slap shot plays, as Aunt May has always said. Flabbergas looking to take this one down low. Bombs here, stealing this one away. The forehand ripper goes off the stick, or off the dome of Panarin. Hits him between the sunglasses. Panarin on the far side boards with 1:44 on the clock. Shooting! Hits the side of the cage. That one comes out to the corner. Flabbergas bombs. Goes off Wendy's Cashier over to Lemonbond. Whiffs on that one. Green going to get this one neutral zone. Bank pass intended for himself. But Flabbergas will send that one soaring back defensively. Bombs in the neutral zone. Dangles. Shot goes off Panarin over to Wendy's. Shot of his own goes off Lemonbond. Here's Green. Off Flabbergas. Flabbergas over to Panarin. Panarin with a shot down the straight. A challenging one. Bombs could have easily picked that one off. It came out the other way. Panarin gets a step on Bombs. The backhand pass. Keeps it. Looking for the shot lane instead. Panarin wants a goal, and he wants it now. Off the forehand. Over to Lemon. Lemon leaving that one leak into the quarter. Bank pass to himself. Wendy's Cashier trying to get the step on him. As this one's brought down low with a minute remaining. 6-3 is the score. And it can't get a whole lot closer than this. At least, nice shot by Green, and he does exactly what I was talking about. It's 6-4. Yosemite not sleeping this winter. And a nice forehand shot goes off Flabbergas. The rebound found right back on his tape. And he's doing God's work on the ice right now. Of course, one of the all-time goal scorers is on the ice. If you're not familiar with SPL history, there you go. Panarin second in all-time goals in their career. Also, Green down there on the ice as well, scoring, almost hitting his 300th tonight. He might do it. He's got 2. He's at 297 total on the seat on his career out of every division. But we'll see if he can hit number 300. Panarin with a shot. He rifles it home, and it's 7-4 for Columbus. 28 seconds remain in the game, and Panarin might have just extinguished whatever flame of comeback spirit Yosemite might have had. Wendy's Cashier, backhand, shot saved by Lemonbond. Bombs, panhandle along the board just to show his talent. Green, dangles, gets past one, trying to get that shot lane opened up against Lemonbond. Lemonbond gets this one out to Flabbergas. Flabbergas controlled, banks it off the glass, finds his way off the stick of Wendy's Cashier. Bombs with a touch, not able to take control. Panarin, bombs, 2 seconds, not a shot released, and that will do it. That's the end of the ball game. That's the end of the story in our first of 3 pro games. Columbus Clappers taking their first victory of the week at the hands of the Yosemite Grizzlies. Columbus Clappers playing another one right after against the Orlando Otters. Don't go anywhere. We got about 8 minutes to burn until that one comes to be. But great passing game. It's a nice, pristine passing number. You can't get it much better than that. And I'm pretty sure we know why the Clappers won this game. The hockey gods smiled upon them in a great way. In more ways than one. But 14 shots to 14. You can't get much closer than that. And, yeah, Yosemite had the best shot percentage before this game. Not sure if that's still true coming out of it. But, yeah, good stuff from both sides of the ice. Yosemite Grizzlies still trying to find their pace with a core 3. Same thing with the Clappers, trying to get a little bit more comfortable with each other as we'll move forward into the next matchup. Let's take a look at the personalized stats before we go. Wendy's Cashier with a goal, Bombs with 1, Green with 2 for his 197th career goal. He's getting closer, and he's getting closer to that number 200 on his goals column. But that quest will continue throughout the week. Flabbergast, Panarin, Lemon have another game yet to play, and that's against the Orlando Otters. Great stuff from Lemon getting the hat trick out of his 5 shots. Panarin, the player of the game, though, in my book. 7 out of the 10 saves would not have been a Clappers game without him. With a minute 33, the most on the ice, he really controlled the pace of that game, and I think he's going to be a huge player to watch as we come into this next matchup against the Otters. But that's going to do it for the SPL Network. That's going to do it for now. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Darth. We'll be right back with more Slapshot action here next at 9:30. Orlando Otters, Columbus Clappers. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You're not serious, are you? Aw, come on, man. Otters are not playing tonight? Ah, I want to die. Man, I was so excited. Do we have other games that we can watch while we're Jugi's not answering? That's understandable. I don't think Chase wants to play this season, so he's kind of the filler on the roster. Is there another game that we can watch here at 9 or 9:30? I don't want to just, you know, wait around. I'll make the graphics as fast as lightning if I can. Today's the 12th. This is the only game. Man. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be it here tonight. I mean, we will be back at 10:30 to take a look at the Okinawa Generations and the Wisconsin Cheesers, if you're interested in that. If not, you know, you guys want to do an hour of Q&A? If you guys want to do like a little question and answer session, you know, I'm up for that. But yeah. But anyone want to scrim the Vipers? Also a possible thing. Get this done and before we continue on tonight. Man, that's the third game that's been canceled for me today. That takes the wind right out of my sails. We originally had the lineup of the Catfish and Narwhals, and then after that the Catfish were going to play the Geesters. Geesters canceled that 5 minutes before I went live. And then, you know, the addition of the Otters stuff. Alright, we'll be back at 10:30. Yeah. What happened to the on ice graphics is there was the Microsoft sponsorship, so now all of the assets that were used for that are now linked to the ads and how they update. You know how they update every like 5 or 6 seconds on the boards? That also updates the on ice logos and stuff. So they work for about 5 seconds, but then they turn into nothing because that's on Slapshot's end. That's not something that can be a mod anymore. Jaystronics is working his hardest to try to get that done, but yeah, that's my understanding of it. I could be entirely wrong with it, but that's how I think it works, and that's how I understand it to work. But yeah, hopefully sooner rather than later we can get the colors back up and running at least. That'd be nice to have. And yeah, the only issue I have with the color mod is the one that Cow Army has. There's only 2 colors you can set, so if a team's primary color is yellow, you can't read the name tag at all. Like, it's unreadable. If you have Dark Ice mode on, like the Columbus Clappers blue would not be readable. But, yeah. Apparently they need until 9:40. Alright, the Clappers said they're playing, so we might be taking this down to the ice here sooner rather than you think. Taking a look at the rosters that are going to be down there for the Orlando Otters and the Columbus Clappers. We got Jugi, we got Mace, we got Kyler. Apparently Jugi was not replying to Mace down on the ice, but he is now. So maybe they got 3, maybe they don't. But yeah. And of course we got the 3 players that you know them well. Lemon Bond, Aaron Flabbergast. Taking a look at the previous 3 between these 2 teams. Columbus Clappers winning 2 of their last 4. Their losses come to the Cobras and the Vipers, so nobody's surprised. Vipers started the season off with one of the hardest first weeks anybody could possibly have, promoting from the Challenger Division up to Pro, and they've really made themselves at home at the Pro Division, so to speak. But yeah, they're going to continue their onslaught, but tonight we're taking a look at the Otters, we're taking a look at the Clappers. 2 players, 2 rosters with huge names on them. Taking a look back at the stat talk the stat chat we had back during the 9:30 hour. Top career games played, Panarin almost reaching his 200th game played. Down on the ice at the same time here tonight, Lemon Bond in 3rd place with 162 games played. Kyler from the Otters, he'll be there playing with 132 down in 6th place. We saw Green, we saw Winnie Skyshire last game. Green almost at his 130th, Winnie Skyshire reaching towards 125. Mace also going to be on the ice here shortly. Yeah, if you want to take a look at these stats, take a look at the Discord. In important links, I put the spreadsheet that I used to reference these stats that you'll see pop up in the game and in stat chat whenever we have this as a segment in the broadcast. Yeah, if you want to take a look at it for yourself, see what I've compiled down there. And if you have any ideas for categories of stats that you want me to use, just let me know, and I'll get that tucked away. But taking a look at the goal scorers here tonight, and they're going to be on the ice. Kyler, they're 4th place in goals. I'm trying to find Lemon Bond. There he is, 13th with 261 goals. He's looking to overlap Crooks. This is counting everybody's stats for their entire SPL career. Every game played for SPL is accounted for outside of the draft cups. So this includes West stats. That's why Blue and Crooks have so much, because they've played West for the last I think Cruz has played 2 to 3 seasons in West. Blue has played exclusively West until a few seasons ago, where he played for the Delmarva Dandy Skaters in Challenger. He played for the Tampa Bay Turtles in, I think it was their Challenger season. He picked that up, also part of Pro. And then this last season, he played for the Las Vegas Vandals in Pro. And then this season, he is on the Maui Monkeys, also Pro. So he's got a lot of games under his belt. Every season he's played in the East, he's also played in West. He's got a lot more games played per capita. But yeah, a lot of teams, a lot of players' names are going to be down there on the ice. Taking a look at their season stats as they stand right now. Orlando Otters, Mace leading in goals, leading in saves. He's playing the 200-foot game really well, 16 points to his stat card, and he's looking to make it more. This, of course, was taken before the broadcast started today, so Flappagas's extra 3 goals tonight, 2 goals tonight, he's at 11 now, are not accounted for. Panarin also scoring a hat trick, puts him up to 7 on his 4 games played, and Lemon Bond scoring 2 goals in the last game, tripling his score count coming into this next matchup. But yeah, my players to watch tonight: Mace, great stick handler. You're gonna want to watch him just mold your gameplay, your game style around how Mace plays, and you'll be a great slapshot player. If you're new to it, you'll see things that he does that not a whole lot of other players do. Same thing with if you watch Panarin play. Dude's a legend in SPL, and if we have a Hall of Fame, he's going to be one of the first inductees into it whenever he retires. If he ever retires, we don't know if that's ever going to happen. But as time marches forward, possibilities are out there, and whatever else I can reference from Meet the Robinsons. But yeah, shot percentage is there. Orlando Otters doing God's work down on the ice whenever it comes to save percentage. As a team, they've saved. Hang on, am I going to reference this? I got to make sure I'm not going to reference this later. I am going to reference this later, so we're not going to talk about it a whole lot. But no, maybe we won't. Hang on, I got to make sure I don't have this set up for later because I don't want to get too in depth. No, okay, I don't have it set up. So, the Orlando Otters, as a team, are saving 59% of their opponent's shots. Right behind them are the Columbus Clappers, saving 53% of their opponent's shots. So, I think it's going to be a heavily defensive game. I think it's going to be a very strong cause of words down on the ice here between both in their defensive playstyles. Kyler and Mace both originally natively were 3s in the league. Flappagas playing a 1, leaving Panarin and Lemon Bond. Both of them used to be 3s for their respective teams. So I think it's going to be a battle of the defenses tonight amongst the crews. But of course, Kyler, his most known for role was the Miami Vice season that he played defense for, alongside Meat Sale and Rodeo on that roster. Mace has always been the 3 of Orlando. I don't think he's ever had a different role in SPL. Maybe back in Slap 1, maybe not. I really couldn't tell you. But in 3v3 Slapshot, there are 3 positions. You have your striker, he's your 1, he's your goal scorer. If he makes a mistake, it's not a big deal. If he makes a mistake, it's just not a goal scored, or it's not, a shot on net. Then you got your midfielder. He's your 2. Everybody calls him a 2. He plays your face-off dot, the face-off dot. He mucks it up in the neutral zone. He's the guy that normally has the most takeaways to turnover ratio. And then the 2 also cycles in as a backup 3 or a backup 1 if he's needed to rotate in. Alongside that is the 3, the defenseman, the goaltender. He's your best stick handler. He's the most responsible with the puck in every way, shape, and form. And yeah, that's the Panarin of the league. That's the Mace of the league. And 9 times out of 10, they will have the most possession on the team. Mace outdoing Panarin in possession time so far this season. We'll see if that changes by the end of the night or not. I don't even know if this game's going to happen or not, but supposedly it is. 9:45, the supposed start time here tonight between these 2 teams. So we still got a few more minutes to burn. We got a few more minutes to talk about literally anything. And if you guys got any questions for me you want answered, stick them out there. If you're not sure about something, let me know, and we'll rock with it. But yeah. Best team in each division, rapid fire? Well, you know, it's obviously the Northern Hills Voodoo for the intermediate division. For the Challenger, I'm going to go with the New Jersey Noobs. They're a great team, but the Ontario Outliers also a great team. I'm going to go with the Outliers in the Challenger division. From the Pro division, I think the Plymouth Plague are going to make a run back this next half of the season. I don't think they've played I'm pretty sure they have played the Vipers. Vipers ended up with a 7-6 win over them, if I remember correctly. So you got to go with the Vipers. They're undefeated so far this season. 5 wins, 5 games played. That's top of Pro. Top of Open. It's either the Tamales. Kentucky Karens had a rough night last night, so I was going to go with the Kentucky Karens. But the Charlestown Ice Cats, I'm going to put first place just because of the sheer offense that we've seen the last few games from them. Really just stuck at home with me. But yeah, for West, obviously the Edmonton Beauties. They've played a great game over on West Coast. Malibu Moguls also playing a really good game, if I remember correctly. I don't know if they're undefeated or not, but I've just seen a lot of tickets. I've seen a lot of scores for them. I put the Moguls over the Edmonton Beauties this season. But yeah, Challenger, a lot of great Challenger teams, a lot of teams that are borderline pro, like the Edmonton Beauties, like the Ontario Outliers, like the New Jersey Noobs, that are going to make this promotional series really difficult to get through with this upcoming postseason. But only top 4 of Challenger get to promote up towards the top side of the bracket, and everybody else has to fight for their own. Yeah, hopefully the West Division survives into the postseason. That's all I gotta say. They've dropped out 2 teams so far, and it's only been a week. So, high hopes for West. I'm just praying that we get through it. At least have 6 teams by the end of the regular season, and I'll call it a win. That's not to slander them. That's just the player base isn't as big as it is on the East Coast. But, yeah. So whenever they're ready to rock, whenever they're ready to roll, we'll take it down to the ice. Take a look at the pro standings as we have it. Maui Monkeys looking to get some of their games underway. Of course, this week, the Plymouth Plague have 2 players out of town, so all 3 of their games were postponed to next week. Same with the Ocean City Typhoons. They will not be playing any of their games this week. Instead, Plymouth Plague and the Ocean City Typhoons will be playing 6 games next week, and it's going to be a grind session at its finest. Alongside of me with the players, it's going to be a wild ride for both my voice and their wrists if they're a mouse and keyboard player. Thumbs if they play controller. But, yeah. It'll be interesting. It'll be fast paced. Plymouth Plague and the Typhoons do play each other, so 5 games are getting postponed from week 2 to week 3. In SPL, you are allowed the 1 week postponement if both teams agree to it, but a 1 week at maximum. So their week 2 games must be played next week. Their week 3 games can be postponed if they need it to be, but that might cause double headers to pop. Just the way that the schedule is made. I tried to allot. I can't guarantee that I did it perfectly. But, yeah. We have 3 players in the lobby for the Columbus Clappers. We're waiting on the Orlando Otters. And before you know, we'll be back down on the ice for some more slapshot goodness. Orlando Otters, Columbus Clappers, coming up next. That was a good sip. Yeah, starting tonight, to just try to fill the dead air that song left us. Panarin is starting his 197th SPL game. Lemon Bond starting his 164th game played. Flapagas, a little bit lower on the standings. He's 31st in games played. Actually, his last game tied him with Logic, and then he's starting his 60th game for the Columbus Clappers in his SPL career. Of course, Mace, also on the upper side of that, he's going to be starting his 99th and his 100th against the Pittsburgh Vipers. If that does happen tonight, we might have to knock out the open game that we have at the end of our roster unless they want to delay it till like 10:45-ish. There's just no possible way if the Pittsburgh Vipers do play against the Orlando Otters. But yeah, it will be interesting to see who takes to the ice. Of course, Kyler also up there in terms of games played. Kyler's also 3rd place in all-time points. He's at 673 points so far this in his SPL career. Panarin vastly in first place by I think it's over 100 points. I can't do math. That's 60 points. But yeah, if you want to take a look at the stats that I'm referencing, take a look at the important links in the SPL Discord. There's a spreadsheet there that I compiled throughout the last few weeks. I've been working on it. And it kind of looks neat. Take a look at the leaderboards. If you have ideas for categories, let me know. DM me in Discord, and we'll get it all ready to rock, ready to roll. Everybody's in the lobby. We're launching. We're going down to the ice for the first period of action. Mace, Jugi, Kyler on the ice for the Orlando Otters on the left side. And on the right, we have the Clappers with Panarin, Flabbergas, and Lemon Bond. The puck's dropped, the game's on, and time is ticking. A chuck towards the net goes just wide off the far side as this one's brought back out and around town. Lemon Bond getting a touch. Mace whips it out to Jugi. Jugi trying to get a shot on target, but Lemon Bond there to defend that beautifully. Jugi drives on. Off the backhand. Looking for this pass out in front. A little tic-tac. And that one goes off the end wall. Mace, controlled. Off the backhand. Drives on, hits the post. Jugi controlled. Oh my goodness. You can't spell spectacular without that. What a shot on target. Mace going off the iron. Tactical rebound over to Jugi. And that turned the Columbus defense inside out. Wow. 1-0. And everybody dies. Restart requested. And we're back in the lobby. Alrighty. We're going to get this one back down to the ice. Request has been accepted, and we'll get this one back underway. That is a rule in the SPL rulebook. If you get immense amounts of lag, you can call for a reset within the first minute. And, yeah. But we're back down on the ice, and we're ready for this first period to restart. Everything has been undone, and we're back down and jiggy with it. Kyler back in the defensive side, looking to take refuge. A forehanded pass goes off Mace. Mace taking this one down low. Panarin there playing that physicality. Taking this one off the backhand down to the near side. Scoops it off the boards. This one shot down. Kyler, Flabbergas. Going off the near side boards. Flabbergas getting this one off Jugi. Kyler battles this one free for the Orlando Otters. Whips this one back to the captain. Here's Mace with it now. Mace to the top side. Shot down the straight, goes off two bodies and down behind the Columbus netting. Jugi, Panarin battle for the puck down behind the Columbus cage. Panarin banks it off the boards. Flabbergas over to Lemon. Lemon not able to reach on the first try, but the bank pass finds his back pocket. Forehand slapped, not on target. That one goes off the underside of the stick. Flabbergas testing Kyler. Flabbergas, we're looking for this wraparound attempt. Lemon Bond trying to wreak some havoc back on the defensive side, but Mace holding spacebar, making sure to cut that one off at the post. Flabbergas out in front. Lemon Bond shoots, he scores, and the first goal goes to the Columbus Clappers, technically, after that reset. Flabbergas with a good feed, Lemon Bond with a better shot, and just like that, hit him with a fake lag. It's 1-0 Clappers. Kyler looking to take this one downtown. Of course, with that reset rule, each team is only allotted one of those per game. So if it does come to be, again, just kind of have to push through the ping as it is. Kyler shoots, goes off the far side. Panarin there awarded that save. Ace controlled, shoots, scores off the bar and goes down ski. It's 1-1 here in Columbus. What a shot from the point. Rips it right off the forehand tape. That one rings like music to my ears. We're tied up like a hog in a rodeo with 3:33 left in the first. Ace looking to get jiggy with it. Goes off the face of Flabbergas down to Jugi. Jugi off Lemon Bond. Jugi looking to keep possession. Swinging the sticks, trying to get a few pieces of contact in there. The Beyblade action commences. Flabbergas will send this one out in story. Ace to the top side, finding its way out and around town. Here's Kyler. Kyler off the forehand, gets this one out topside, goes off Panarin into the boards. Panarin with a bank pass goes off the wall. Jugi gets this one back down low. Here's Panarin with it now. Panarin to the near side boards. Off the hip, trying to get jiggy with it off the backhand shot, goes off Kyler. Kyler here out the other way, the backhand shot of his own, goes wide of the cage. Panarin here tries to control, goes off Jugi. Jugi looking for the shot attempt, but Lemon Bond there to answer the doorstep. Jugi, big pass out the Mace. Mace here with control. Pops this one out, goes off Lemon Bond, scoops it down into the offensive zone. Best defenseman in the league, Panarin first place in all-time saves throughout every division amongst the pro players in the league currently. Panarin with 666 saves, piling on another one there and now. Mace on the list as well as Kyler. And there's a lot of defensive talent down on the ice alongside Lemon Bond being third place in that listing as well. It's going to be a defenseman's paradise down there on the ice. I don't think we're going to have more than 5 goals this game, which is unheard of in a slapshot game because on average, we have about 15 goals per game. 8-7 is not an uncommon score. Flabbergas in the offensive zone looking to drive his way out for the Columbus Clappers. Just testing the water. A good shot. Mace there with a better save. Kyler trying to get this one free. Flabbergas out to the point. Here's Jugi with it now. Off the backhand, seeks refuge back to the defensive end. The puck's off kilter a little bit. You can see the 2 degrees slant that's down there on the ice. Top side, Jugi trying to get a hold of this one. Brought back to the defensive end. Lemon Bond advancing this one for the Clappers. Kyler keeping that one snuffed out. Kyler here with it now. Off the forehand, finds Mace. Mace off Flabbergas. Flabbergas in the corner for the Clappers. Mace able to scoop it out. Finds his way topside to Jugi. Jugi back out to Kyler. Kyler dangles. Goes to the top side and cuts it across the grain. A shot down into the corner. Looking for Mace with that one. Last man back is Panarin. Panarin through the bodies into the offensive end. Kyler finds a step off to Panarin. Panarin here with a takeaway. Shoots. He saves it. Kyler holds it on the handle. Chips it up. And he's going to take this finesse elsewhere. How about them apples? Mace from the red line. Looking to peel this one out. Goes down the shot lane. The Flabbergas there keeping that one clogged up out at the point. Jugi. Kyler. Red line. Finds his way near side to Mace. Mace here with it. Nice chip out in front of the cage, but nobody there to call it home. Aaron down low. Off the back end. Swings it along the boards. Over to Flabbergas. Flabbergas here off the forehand. A big pass to the top side boards. Finds his way out to Panarin. Panarin from the hip. Taking this one down to the near. 30 seconds on the clock. We're still tied at 1s. Shots have not been shy from either side of the ice. I think it's been a little bit over 8. Not that I can recall. A good shot hits the post, and the post is the savior of the day, keeping the score the same. Flabbergas lags out in the corner, snacks his router, and gets back in it. Flabbergas with 10 on the clock, trying to drive in, going off the forehand, backhand, from the point, trying to take it down the slot, but Mace just waiting his time, not jamming his fist in there at all, just waiting for his opponent to make the first move. And because of that, good defense has been had. 1-1, at the end of 1, Orlando, Columbus, dead knotted. After the first 5 minutes. Low numbers. A possession-heavy game. We'll see if the second consists with it as we bring it down to the ice for 5 more minutes in this middle chapter of play. The puck is dropped. The game is on. Panarin and Jugi take the face-off. The Clappers get the favorite side of it. Orlando here with possession. Ace looks to the top side of the boards. Finds a passing lane going off the body of Panarin. A good shot hits the side of the cage, and that one rings into the corner. Kyler from the neutral zone. Looks down to the near side with a pass over to Mace. Mace here stops, pulls, looks for the pass back out top, finds Kyler. Kyler drives, shoots, goes off Flabbergas. Flabbergas here with it now. Pass goes down to Mace. Mace off the corner. Panarin there with a nice save. Getting this one out of the defensive end. Flabbergas here with a pass over to the Lemon Bun, just out of reach as that one trickles into the wall. That was almost one of the best deflection goals we've seen all season. Ace trying to get this one away from Lemon Bond. Ace here with it now. Off the back end to the forehand. Top side down the straight. Goes off. Jugi scores. What a shot off the far side of the boards. Man, milk me a milk dud. What an absolute offensive opportunity right from the top of the faceoff dot and into the twine. Orlando, 2-1. What a way to get down and jiggy. Lemon Bond steals it away, looks for an answer, finds its way down to Flabbergas. Shot goes wide of the cage. That one goes into the corner. Out to Lemon. Shot saved by Mace. And now it ricochets down against the defensive end boards for the Orlando Otters. Mace here with possession for Orlando. Finds his way out to Kyler. And then the Lemon Bond. Lemon Bond here finds Panarin. Panarin takes his time for the Columbus Clappers. To start this breakout on the right foot, just jams it into Jugi, says hello, challenges him to a little bit of a stick-checking competition. Panarin here along the end of the corner, bringing this one down along the boards. Pop this question over to Lemon Bond. Lemon Bond tries to drive on, but Mace there with the physicality slaps him away. Panarin backhand, off lap, shoots, and that one's just wide off the near side. Oh my goodness, that was almost a fortuitous bounce. Tyler drives on for the Lemon Bond for the Clappers, finds his way back over to Panarin. Panarin here, heels it off the boards, goes off Kyler, goes off to Mace. Mace there awarded the save, looking to break this one out under his own volition. Little stick check between Jugi and Panarin, forcing each other to miss the puck. Mace out of the point, shoots, hits Jugi along the way. Jugi cycled out to the point. Here's Kyler taking that one after the initial fumble. Topside boards, over to Mace, shooting this one down low, finds Jugi. Flabbergas knocks it loose into the far side corner. Looking to bring this one out of the offensive zone. Or out of the defensive into the offensive. Jugi taking this one over. Looking for the forehand shot. Good defensive control there by the Columbus Clappers. Knocking that one back into the defensive end for Orlando. Kyler shoots, saved by Panarin. Jugi to Kyler. Kyler off the backhand, stopped by Flabbergas. Flabbergas over to Panarin. Panarin controlling, going down the center avenue, struts his stuff, and a good shot and a better save by Kyler. Kyler and Lemonbond fight over who's taking this one away. Mace here getting that one back into the corner. Flabbergas here at the point brings this one back over to Panarin. Panarin into his own blue line, shoots it down low, goes off a few bodies. Now at the far side and wide. Panarin to Flap. Flap down low, shoots it down to the near side, skims it along the boards. Lemonbond returns that back to the sender. Flabbergas off the backhand. Panarin will take charge. Panarin with 1:37 remaining finds Flabbergas. Flabbergas drives, shoots, scores off the top left corner. What a sniper! Good feed, good catch, good release. Kyler overextends on the defensive side, and we're back within. We're tied. I missed the stat. That's my bad. Flappers tying up with Orlando here in the second. It's 2-2. 1 minute 26 remaining. Panarin singing that song. Mace has other plans. Nice save by Panarin on the backside, keeping that from coming to beat. Kyler out of the point, stopped by Flabbergas. Jugi scores as he takes it off the far side post and takes it trick-or-treating. Found a bag full of rocks, but he made the most of it. Panarin thought he had it right off the hip, but he did not get enough of that shot. 3-2. Orlando taking that lead right back. Ace with a shot goes wide. Kyler down in the corner, goes off Lemonbond. Kyler driving on, goes off Panarin down to the near side with 60 seconds on the clock. Panarin looking for the scoop, like he's the press. Kyler back to the defensive end, seeking refuge from the defensive back check by Flabbergas. Jugi's trying to spin that one out of orbit, but he's not able to make contact like he was hoping to. 42 seconds remain here in the second period of action. Jugi, Mace from the point, shot goes off Lemon. Mace shooting that one, just goes wide by a hair off the far side of the netting. Flap to the near side finds Lemonbond. Lemonbond back out to the point, slapped away by Mace. Mace out of the reach of Jugi, finds his way down into the Columbus territory. 1 point's the difference. It's in favor of Orlando. Kyler drives, shoots, hits the body off the far side. Panarin awarded with that save, and a timely one at that. Flabbergas to Panarin with 15 on the clock here in the second. Kyler stops him. Back out to the point. 7 on the clock. Shot hit off the post. Flap getting a touch. Kyler drives, shoots. He's saved by Panarin. Wow. Can't get much closer than that. What a nail biter of an ending. Here in the second, it's 3-2. Orlando staying in the lead. That's not the intermission screen. Not a lot of time to talk about it. 41 passes to 24. Columbus Clappers have the majority of possession time, but we're back down on the ice for the second or the third period of action. We get this one rocking and rolling. Drop of the puck is on, and we're rocking with it. Kyler with the initial possession finds Mace. Mace here, not looking to dilly-dally back on the defensive end. Not in a big rush to turn it over either, as that one's dumped down and in. Find his way to the topside boards. Panarin off Kyler. Kyler taking this one down for a 2-on-1. Jugi picks this one up off the forehand, shoots, saved by Panarin out high in the slot. Panarin here with the puck now, looking to take the most of this one for the Clappers' next drive. Shoots it down the far side straight, but he's not able to hit Flabbergas with it, as that was still in orbit over his dome. Ace dumps it in. Panarin to the near side, cuts it down center avenue, challenging fate itself. He hasn't done that so far tonight. He makes away with it unscathed. Mace, Lemon, have a conversation. Who's taking the puck home tonight? Jugi was the end answer of that result. Here's Kyler with it now on the top side with a pass down the straight. Goes off. Panarin drives on, trying to take this matter into his own hands. Taking on the entire Orlando roster. Kyler going to bring that one back. Trying to pad his stats while he's at it. Finds Mace. Mace out to the top side. Finds Kyler. Kyler here from the point with a shot to the near side corner. Mace picking it up where he left off. Panarin, Mace have a conversation. That one's chopped loose into the far side boards where Lemonbond will be awarded with a block. Lemon cycled back to Panarin. Panarin sauces that one over to Lemon, down to the near side, finds Flap. Flabbergas lets it go. A little conversation to be had. Kyler, the victor of that debate. Mace with a forehand pass, goes up through the air, finds Jugi. Jugi controlling that beautifully. A good pass received as that one's chopped out to Mace. Mace here back in the neutral zone, looking to bring this one downtown. Mace with a drive, goes off Flap over Panarin. Panarin here with an out 3:10 on the third period clock. Kyler takes it away. Offensive chance, and Panarin there snuffs it out in the dark. 3 minutes remain in regulation. Lemon Bond, flapping gas, topside, shoots, scores! And it's a tie ball game here in Columbus. 3-3 on the scoreboard here in the third. Good teamwork, creates a good opportunity. Mace got a piece of it, was not enough. And just like that, we might see overtime. Tyler back on the defensive side, swinging a miss as that one goes out to the far side boards. Here's Jugi with it. Pass goes off Lemon Bond. Lemon Bond over to Panarin. Panarin controls, stopped by Jugi. Kyler back in the defensive side. It's a tie ball game. It's in a new horizon for both sides of the ice. Who's going to make the first mistake? It might be the last one of the match. Panarin with a little Beyblade action finds a free puck over to Flabbergas. Goes off the side of the cage. Panarin trying to pounce on that one like a wounded gazelle. And he was a tiger. Tyler back in the defensive side, down the near side with 2:16 on the clock. A bank pass over to Mace. Mace lets it leak through the stick lift. An unexpected one, it's got to be said. But Panarin. Tyler using the little can opener technique. Jugi trying to slap that puck free as well. Lemon Bond helping out Panarin, setting that pick very effectively, might I add. Mace goes off the near side from Flabbergas over to Kyler. Kyler here drives, shoots, hits Panarin. He's going to hold that one down the near side. And that one will go into the riverbed. Jugi down low along the end wall from the backhand. Finds Kyler. Kyler shoots. Nice save by Flabbergas. Flabbergas controlled back over to Panarin. Sent down to the near side boards. Lemon Bond reverses this one back. The former Columbus captain. Here's Panarin with it now. Aaron, lob top side, hoping for a little bit of daylight at the end of that tunnel. Only finds Mace. Mace here sniffing it out, finds his way out to Kyler, down to the near side. Jugi pulls, looks for the shot lane. Almost gets it, but not quite. Kyler taking this one down low, across the grain, over to Mace. Shoots, scores! Oh my goodness, you won't see anything like that ever again in your career. What a feed by Kyler. A little pull, a pop, and a pow. Little Rice Krispie treat action down low in the slot. 4-3, Orlando in the lead. Holy cow. Out doing Twilight tonight with this kind of story. What a play. And Aaron, 60 on the clock, drives on with vengeance, shoots, scores! And we're back dead knotted with less than a minute remaining in the third. Panarin, just like, I think his name was Michael Jackson. He took it personally. It was not Michael Jackson. I think it was Michael Jordan. He took it personally, though. 4-4 is the score. 55 seconds remain. We got a ball game. Lemon Bond along the top side board sticks it into the offensive zone. I think both teams might be in the best interest to take this one into overtime. But will it happen? We've only had one overtime period so far this season, and that came to the Los Angeles and the Columbus Clappers. Tyler to the near side. Fakes out Flabbergas, gets a step on him down the far side, across the grain over to Juge. Juge's in the point, he shoots, he scores, and it's a hat trick for him as well. A good catch, a good release, just like he's fishing out in the pond. And he beats Panarin and Lemon Bond, splits them like the Red Sea, just like he's Moses. 28 remains, 5-4 is our score. Kyler back in the defensive end, just has to waste time. Mace goes off Panarin to the top side. Lemon Bond trying to get this one free as well. Panarin up against Mace. Mace gets a step, shoots. Nice save by Panarin. Panarin with 10 seconds remaining, back in the defensive side. Fans on it. Jugi takes this one off the hip. 5-4 into the corner. Jugi holds it, shoots, saved by Flap. Flap over to Lemon, shoots that one off of Kyler, but that does not matter. That's all she wrote. 5-4, the final score. Orlando Otters pulling it out clutch style in the final moments of that third period. 3 goals in under a minute. And what an ending to that story tonight. Jugi with a hat trick, Mace with 2. What an onslaught. What a great clash of the Titans out there on the ice. What a game overall. Man, will we have another one? Will we not? I'm not entirely sure. 63 passes, 22 takeaways. Great possession time for the Orlando Otters. And they're showing us how it's done down there on the ice. Taking a look at the individual stats. Wow. Kyler, most possession time out of everybody in the game. Close second was Panarin, and then Mace. Great stuff from everybody on the ice. Mace, player of the game, yet again. Jugi with a hat trick. He had 7 shots, but Mace played a great defensive game. Saved 5 of the 7. Panarin, most saves that game, 9 out of the 10. He's going to be coming up on 700 years soon. But great stuff both sides of the ice. I'm very excited to see how the rest of the season comes to be for both of them. And maybe we'll see the Vipers, maybe we won't. But coming up next, regardless, We got at least one more match up here tonight on the SPL network if the Vipers do not play. But I expect them to, and Eli says we play it. So we'll be down on the ice here soon to take a look at the Vipers and the Orlando Otters. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on the SPL network. Alrighty, we're back in the hot seat here tonight. Going to be a great one between the Vipers and the Otters. I don't have a whole lot going on here so far, but it's going to be a great one. Eli, Henry, Christian FF, your starting lineup for the Vipers. Mace, Jugi, Kyler for the Orlando Otters. It's going to be a tight-knit one. It's going to be a rivalry at its finest. Pittsburgh Vipers undefeated. Orlando Otters coming off a huge win against Columbus Clappers. And I think it's going to be a very momentum-heavy game. I think it's going to be a great game regardless of what happens down there on the ice. And I'm very excited either way coming out clutch style. But Eli only playing, I think, one game previously. That was against the Maui Monkeys last week. He played a great game. He had a plethora of goals. And Christian FF also going to be a huge player to watch here tonight as we take down to it. Of course, Mace, Jugi, Kyler, one of the, I think, the strongest roster. If you take out the Vipers out of the picture, they have a very solid core three. Kyler, Mace been around since the beginning of the time. Jugi also been around for about a decade now. They're really coming out big. They're coming out in a big way, and I think the Orlando Otters might be coming away with this one. They might give the Pittsburgh Vipers their first loss of the season, but it's hard to say that whenever the Pittsburgh Vipers have a dominant performance, as they most likely will here tonight. We have previous five lined up. We do have the previous five lined up. Taking a look at the previous five between both of these teams, Orlando Otters winning 2 out of their last 4 down on the ice. Pittsburgh Vipers winning the last 5. The goal differences are on your board. Once all 6 parties are rated up, we're down on the ice for the first period of action between the Orlando Otters on the left side and the Pittsburgh Vipers on the right. Looks like the puck's dropped and the time is ticking. We're starting off with the last score, but let me clear that off the board for you here and now. And we're rocking with it. Christian down to the near side, across the green over to Henry. Henry pulls, stops from the point, looking to bring this one back out to the neutral zone. Henry. Pittsburgh Vipers play a very clean offensive game. Whenever they have possession of the puck, it's very hard to get them to lose it. Henry plays an amazing 3. And they just play the cycle game. They don't lose possession of the puck. They play it as deep as they need to. Eli with a shot goes off the end glass, finds Christian off the far side boards. But yeah, Milk not in the lobby here tonight. Eli taking his spot. Milk is on a quest. Not sure what that quest is, but he is on a quest nonetheless. Kyler to the near side. Banks it off the boards, goes over to Jugi. Jugi gets past 1, gets past 2. No, Henry able to stick that, able to jam his stick into the clockworks. That was that offensive chance. Nice touch there by Christian FF, but he's not able to make it come to be. Henry, Christian, down to the near side, finds Eli. Eli in the neutral zone, looking to return that to the center, but not able to hit that one on the money. Mace to the near side, finds his way out to the stick of Henry. Henry back to the defensive end, finds his way off the forehand. Jugi in the corner, trying to bring this one out and away. Kyler here with a touch on this one. Christian breaks free, goes off to Mace. Mace here with a good defensive play, bringing possession right back to the boys in blue. Christian out at the slot, bringing that takeaway out and around town. Kyler to the top side, out the red line, finds Jugi, stops, looking for the pole, not able to shoot. Henry with a bank pass out of the zone. Eli with a chuck to the top side boards, finding its way off Christian, back over to Henry. If you listen fast, I'll talk fast. Henry, Christian, pulls, shoots, hits the post, comes down, Mace with a save, and Jugi there to help him along with it. How you like them apples? Pittsburgh's first shot is one of the best we've seen all night, and I can't believe that did not go in. Kyler with a beautiful deke, finding its way to Jugi. Out to Mace, over to Kyler. The cycle is real for the Otters. Shooting over to Jugi, goes off the tip of his stick and into the corner. Jugi along the boards. Christian pulls this one down to the near side with 3:11 on this first period clock. Man, what action do we have on the ice? Eli off the backhand hits Mace with that one. Christian FF down the near side boards. A shot, scores, and the first one into the pocket finds its way into the twine. The Pittsburgh Vipers to an early lead. Wow, the first period's a wild one, and the only victor so far is wearing a red jersey. The puck starting off kilter. Is it going to simmer down, or are we going to have to call Irby on this one? Henry down the near side boards, looking to bring this one back defensively as this one's brought down and around town. Over to Christian. Christian to Henry. Henry, near side glass goes over to Eli. Eli shoots into the far side corner. That one goes wide. Christian dumps this one back to the defensive zone. I don't think it's... Is it stuck? I think it's stuck now. Yeah, it's stuck. All right. No stick lifts. You're not allowed to stick lift over the puck. That's just the way it is now. Good shot to the top right corner. That one misses wide by just a hair. Eli. Mace. Over to Kyler. Kyler with a dump down finds his way over to Jugi. Jugi here with it now downloading the offensive end. Finds a pass down to the near side. Eli with a scoop to the top side boards. Finding its way out to Henry. Henry down the straight. Kyler with a catch. Looking to take this one downtown himself, but Eli there jams that one free. Jugi. Kyler out at the point. Goes off Christian over to Henry. Henry with a touchdown to the near side boards. Finds his way out to Eli. Mace there with a touch on this one. Finds his way topside. Christian with a save. Coming out with a shot. Mace there with a touch. And saves the second one while he's at it. Henry, Christian, over to Jugi. Jugi with a shot, blocked by Christian. Christian with a pass downtown, able to find Eli to the top side. Henry here with a touch on this one, banks it off the glass, finding its way over to Kyler. Kyler here for the Orlando Otters. Touches that one over the stick of Henry and into the palm of Jugi. Jugi's shot did not make it through. Here's Christian with a dump out, trying to get that one up into the netting on top of the glass, but just wide by a smidge. Eli, Christian, trying to take it downtown. The passing game is real. It looks like a fours match right now. Minute 30 remaining in the first period of action. 1-0 still the score. Henry taking his time, not looking to force this one way nor another. Maybe he's going to take Jugi's hat while he's at it. Big pass out to the top side, just out of the reach of both players' neutral zone. Ace, Henry shoots, scores off the far side post and into the twine. It's 2-0 for Pittsburgh. A great shot from the red line, and thank God that's over. The bean puck is no more. Kyler to the near side. Christian back to the defensive end. Finds Henry. Henry with 1:04 remaining in this first period of action. Henry backhand out of the zone. Mace trying to get a hand. Eli with a shot attempt goes off the far side and wide. Eli out in front finds his way off the stick of Mace, and he's the savior of the hour. Superman. John Cena out of nowhere with the assist on that one. Kyler, shot goes off Christian. Christian, a little spinorama, a little Beyblade action goes off Mace. Jugi with a touch. Mace with a break free, taking this one off the stick of Henry. And Henry will take it back for the Pittsburgh Vipers. Henry, back here, forehand shot comes out of the defensive end. Kyler here in the neutral zone getting a touch on this one, finds his way off to Henry. Henry here off the backhand, stopped by Kyler. Kyler driving in offensively, past Christian. Christian with 30 seconds on the clock keeps this one down in the Pittsburgh corner. Across the grain, off the tip of the stick of Eli, slapped away by Mace. Mace, Eli, Christian, stop, shoot, scores! And it's 3-0 for Pittsburgh. In 21 seconds remain in the first. They're just capitalizing time and time again. Every chance they've gotten to the back of the twine. 5 shots, 3 goals. Pittsburgh doing it all right now with under 20 seconds remaining. Orlando just looking to take this one out, cut their losses, maybe move into this next period with a goal of their own. Kyler, Mace shot goes wide off the far side. And I've never seen somebody want to mulligan more than Mace did on that play. Henry, Mace, Eli, stop, shoots, goes off Jugi. And that's going to do it for the first period of action. 3-0's our score. Orlando just looking for an answer right now. Played a fabulous last game, coming into this one with high expectations. I think whoever has the most possession time in this game is going to come out on top. But with that being said, all 6 parties ready to rock, all 6 parties ready to roll. Once Kyler starts the game, we're taking it down to the ice for the second period of action between the Pittsburgh Vipers on the right and the Orlando Otters on the left. The puck's dropped, the game's on, and the sands of time start falling. Henry steals, backhand shot goes off Kyler. Kyler down to the near side, trying to take possession into his own back pocket. Finds a little bit of refuge down to the near side. Pass goes across over to Mace. Nice save by Christian FF back on the defensive side. He snaps out one over to Henry, takes this one off Kyler. Kyler off Eli, sends this one back to the Pittsburgh territory. Here's Christian with the first touch, goes off Kyler. Kyler here reading that one beautifully, keeping that one down into the offensive end corner. Christian, near side, Henry, getting a touch. Backhand, forehand, trying to get past Jugi. Backhand back out to the point. Christian takes control down the near side with a shot. Nice save by Jugi. Here's Henry. To the top side, Jugi with a bank pass off the end of the cage, goes off to Henry. Henry off Kyler. Kyler back out to the point, goes off Eli, goes off Christian. Bring this one neutral zone. Here's Jugi with it now for the Orlando Otters. Christian challenging his possession of the puck. Forehand pass out of the reach of Henry. Henry going to have to trail after this one off the back end. Cuts it across the ring. Nice shot on target. When you have the puck, a shot's never a bad idea. And that one's saved by Mace back in the defensive end. Jugi down past Mace. Henry with it now. Henry in the defensive end. Breaks this one out for Pittsburgh. Mace getting that stick check, not enough to knock it free. Christian fumbles it. Kyler to the top side, finds a way to get it to Mace. Mace here with a pass back to the sender. Kyler back to the near side point. Christian FF trying to knock this one free the best he can. Jugi there helping alongside for the boys in blue. Jugi, Henry. Henry back into the defensive side. Henry off Christian. Mace with control. Control he does with a nice shot. Henry there with the save. Kyler, Christian into the corner. Mace here with a touch on this one for the Orlando Otters. Rips this one downtown. Henry with the first touch. And he'll take possession for the Pittsburgh Vipers. Bank pass off to the far side. Christian over to Eli. Eli lets that one leak into the corner. Kyler. Eli. Mace with a touch. Takes this one down to the far side. The captain of the Orlando Otters with it now. Off the forehand. Slapped away by Eli. Eli breaks free. A shot goes off the near side and wide. Kyler just taking his time. Goes off Christian. Henry shooting. Scoring. And that's what you call slap shot. 4-0's a score. And the Pittsburgh Vipers getting it done on offense yet again. The first goal of the second has been had. 2 minutes, 11 seconds into the period. Eli dangles. Not able to take out Mace on the far side. Mace here with possession, taking this one to the near side for the Otters. Eli challenging his possession. Mace here with control. Making sure to stay poised back on the defensive end. We're halfway through the game. 4-0. Pittsburgh right now having everything to talk about offensively. Henry to Eli. Shooting. Saved by Kyler. Kyler with a chance. Shoots off the far side. Henry there with a save. Henry with a chip over to Kyler. Kyler here off the backhand down to the near side boards. Looking to take it from the point. Downtown. Eli trying to force that fumble, but not able to get that one loose. Kyler has control of the puck. Kyler slapped by Eli once, twice, and that one's knocked loose. Jugi trying to get this one back for the Otters along the near side boards. Taking this one back defensively. Sets the pick very effectively against Eli. Mace. Backhand over to Kyler. Eli steals it away out in front. And Henry just waiting to pounce on it. And that's a hat trick for Henry. Good stuff on offense. Kyler leaves the lobby out of a fit of rage. And Henry, the victor of that match. 5-0. Pittsburgh leads Orlando in the second. They're calling for a lag reset, but that only counts in the first minute of the match. Once it passes the first minute the first minute of the period. Once it passes that first minute, resets are not allotted. Jugi, Christian, off to Henry. Jugi trying to pull this one down the near side, off the hip to the back end. Looking for the scoop, back out to the point. Mace here controlling. Trying to get this one down the far side to Kyler. Kyler and Christian have a conversation in the corner. Kyler, the victor, considerably. Eli pouncing on the play as he saw it develop. Someone cycled back out to Mace. Mace looks to the top side for an answer. Collapsed on by the Vipers. Back check. Kyler jumping back to help his captain out. Mace looking for the panhandle out of the zone. Finds his way topside. 2-1-1. Kyler with a pass goes off to Henry, and he will save the day. Sent down to the near side. Eli with a shot. That one's blocked by Mace. Christian. Going off the hip of Mace. Mace looking for control. Back in the defensive end. 47 seconds remaining here in the second period of action. Henry with it now. Henry to Christian. Jugi with control. Jugi leans it off the boards. Kyler one-on-one with Henry, trying to take this one downtown. Maybe taking this one to the Panic. That's considered to be at the disco. If you're smelling what I'm stepping in. 25 on the clock. Jugi with it now. Kyler in the corner trying to keep that one along the wall as it's pretty hard to shoot and score from back there. Kyler off the backhand. Gets it through. Henry, the only man to make contact in that 2-on-1 situation. Jugi drives out 10 on the clock. Looking to break this one down on the far side. A nice shot. Christian FF with a better save. That one comes down to the near side boards. Out to Eli. Eli with three. Shooting off the end glass. And that's the end of the second period of action. 5-0. Pittsburgh leads Orlando at the end of 2. Possession time, as even as you can cut it without it being tied. Wow, 39 to 40 seconds on top of the minute. Great stuff from both sides of the ice. Orlando's getting the better side of the neutral zone game. We'll see if that continues on here for the third period of action. But 11 shots to 7. Orlando's not sleeping on the offensive side of the puck. They're just not getting the better side of the bounces. We're down on the ice for this final period of action between the Pittsburgh Vipers and the Orlando Otters. The puck's dropped, the game's on, and the last section of play is underway. Kyler from the backhand, shot against the grain, goes over to Christian. Christian here with it now. Christian, the near side. Off the backhand, banks it off to Henry. Henry's taking his time. What a shot, what a goal. Holy cow. Put that on your highlight reel. 6-0 Pittsburgh against Orlando. And Henry just made Mace look like his keyboard was unplugged. Bit of a scrum out in the Pittsburgh point. Looking to bring this one down is Jugi. Eli advancing that one. Christian FF with possession. Over to Eli. Eli out to Henry. Shoot, scores! The tic-tac-toe, and then the capitalization of the toe. 7-0. Pittsburgh finding the lead in their favor by a handsome amount. 4:20 remains in the third period of action. And we need one more goal for it to be inside of Brazil. Kyler to the top side. Looking to get this one favorable to the far side. Here's Christian. Mays with a little can opener. Trying to play a little bit of an aggressive back check. There's 4 minutes left in the game. 7-0 is the score. Orlando needs something, and they need it now if they're going to come back in this game. Mace looking for this drive. Christian FF taking the inside lane. Mace did not like that one. Kyler to the near side. Henry there with a few stick checks, finds his way off the hands of Eli. Kyler here with a touch on this one, finds Henry. Henry to the far side boards. Going off Christian, going off Kyler. Kyler here with a touch on this one, back out to the point. Christian able to get it out of the defensive end, but Jugi there controls it in the neutral zone. Christian, Kyler do the dance on the far side point. Brought down into the Pittsburgh territory. Good shot by Jugi and Henry. Waiting on the prow to save it as well. Christian looking for Eli, only finds Mace. Mace with a big pass to himself, finds its way off the body of Christian and into the offensive zone for Orlando. Henry with his Pittsburgh's possession finds its way over to Eli. Eli with a shot. He shoots, he scores, and he makes it 8-0 for the Vipers. Man. Mace says we win if Milk was here. Throwing some shade out while he's going down, giving the Arnold Schwarzenegger thumbs up from the lava. 8-0. Pittsburgh leads. Christian to Eli. Over to Henry. Henry off Kyler. Kyler trying to get this one down low as Henry's going to find his way over to Christian. Christian with a forehand shot goes over to Eli. Shoots, he scores, and he makes it 9-0 for Pittsburgh. We might be ending this one early. Pittsburgh might be finding their third mercy roll if this does get to a 10-goal differential, as is the rule book in SPL. Kyler looking down low. Christian trying to bank this one down the near side boards. Mace controls, shoots. He's saved by Christian. Back on the defensive end, and that one's wide of the cage off the shot lane. Christian, Henry, Kyler with a touch. That one's saved by Mace. Christian, and his dangles on at the point. Jugi there with a nice save. Brought down to the near side. Christian, Eli looking to take this one out from the defensive end. Jugi here with possession. Sent over to Kyler. Kyler with a pass through the grains into the far side of sand. Mace here with a backhand shot goes off Henry and into the near side corner. Kyler, backhand. Down along the end wall. Here's Christian with it now. 2:11 remains here in this game. He's getting the next goal. Pittsburgh, so far this season, have the most shots for 109 coming into tonight's game. On top of their 10 they already have. They're one of the few teams to be over 100 on their shot totals. Colorado being 100 even prior to tonight, but they've already played all 3 of their games during week number 2. Yeah, Jugi, Kyler down the near side boards, looking to break this one through. Christian finds his way off Henry. Little stick check here, little stick check there. Henry dangle shoots, he scores. That's the end of the ball game. The Pittsburgh Vipers, for the 3rd time this season, have found a mercy roll in the Pro Division. They just can't be stopped, and that's going to end it here tonight. Somebody forgot the mercy roll, so those are the stats. I'll be referring to them later on here tonight. But, yeah, Kyler's just going to hold on to this one. And, yeah, that's really going to be it. That's going to be the end of the match here this evening. And, yeah, they're just going to do whatever down along the defensive side. I don't really know what's going to happen. Yeah, you got to finish the period in order to generate the log file with all the statistics on it. So, yeah, possession time might be nerfed coming out of this one. That's going to be a later discussion for the staff. But the Pittsburgh Vipers do win over the Orlando Otters 10-0 in tonight's matchup. And, yeah, that's really all the more there is to it. They're still on the air, and we'll move on into our next matchup here shortly. But coming up next, Wisconsin Cheesers, Okinawa Generations. Down in the Open Division, we'll see what the Open talents have for us here tonight. And Jugi just throwing a little insult to injury, getting 1 goal, but it does not matter. But, yeah. Prior to tonight, Pittsburgh was first place as a team with 109 shots. Orlando had 52 with their 3 games played. They were in 6th place underneath the likes of Los Angeles, Plymouth, Ocean City, and Colorado. Pittsburgh also had the most goals per game, 8.6. Or they had the best defense, 8.6 goals against per game. Orlando Otters were right there with them. They were 3rd place. They're tied with the Plymouth Plague for goals against average before tonight. Of course, the Plymouth Plague will not be playing any of their Week 2 matches here this week, as 2 of their teams or 2 of their players are on vacation, and they are not able to go to roster. So they got each of the captains to agree to a postponement to week number 3. But yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight. But yeah, how do I join this? I'm better than me. So you got to work your way up from the defensive or the lower bracket or the lower divisions to get to the point. It's 10-0. It's technically 11-2 down on the ice, but yeah, I don't know what they're doing. The game's over. There's no stats to be had. I got all your numbers. You're not getting anything out of this. But yeah, I don't know what they're doing. I just want this to be over. 5 minutes until the next drop of the puck. Be there or be square here on the SPL Network. We'll be right back after this break. Alrighty, we're about a few minutes away from the drop of the next puck here tonight, the last game of the evening. We've had 5 on the ballot. All 5 have been played, and just in time for the final say of the night, Okinawa Generations, Wisconsin Cheesers. First time I'm going to get to see the Cheesers play in SPL. Taking a look at the roster they have down there on the ice. Wisconsin has Kebs, Kotor, Kev. They got Kev, they got Tough. And for the Okinawa Generations, they got a stacked roster of their own. They've been around since time itself has began. Papa Shields, Grey Ghost, Pip Starlather, Beeford, and Joe. Some of you might ask who Joe is. Joe Mama. That's funny. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm going to have to learn how to say Kev's name before the drop of this puck, or else bad things are going to happen to me. I haven't had an issue with name pronunciation because I haven't casted open. This is going to be my first open match since Season 1, if you can believe that. Man, I threw these graphics together. I picked up this game live on air, so things are going to be whack. Things are going to be wild. Things are going to be wacky. But it's going to be great. Papa Shields down on the ice already getting warmed up. I think we're going to see Grey Ghost and Pip Starlather on the ice as well for the boys in red. Generations will be on the right side wearing red. Cheesers on the left side wearing blue. Oddly enough, that's exactly how I had the stream set up. Thank you guys for color coordinating in this matchup, even though I haven't told you about it. Yeah, Grey Ghost has been around in the league longer than you think he might have been. He used to play for the Athens Alphas back in Season 3 of Slap 1. He got 7 goals on 9 games played down in the Open Division. Open Division back in the day used to be a force to be reckoned with back in Slap 1. Only the teams that really stuck around to get smacked in the face got better. And so whenever you have a group like that, Grey Ghost being one of them, Papa Shields being another one. I don't know if Pip Starlather was around for back then or not, but he might be another guy from the Slap 1 era. But Pip Starlather, probably going to be one of the starting lineups. He's torn me apart in open pub matches time and time again. And I think he's very intermediate material. But yeah, everybody's saying the Cheesers are going to win this. I've never seen the Cheesers play, but it's going to be Kebs, Kev, and KOTOR down on the ice for the boys in blue. We'll just have to wait and see how this one transpires. Yeah, whenever they're ready to rock, we'll take it down to the ice and get this one rolling. It's Gray, Beeford, and Papa Shield's going to be down there for the Generations. But my money's on the Generations tonight. I really think they're going to come out in a big way. I've never seen Joe play before. He's down as a starting player. We got Kebs, we got Kev, we got KOTOR, and then we got Papa Shields and Joe confirmed the starting lineup for the Okinawa Generations. Gray's in the lobby, Ford's in the lobby as well. One more coming. And so it looks like the Okinawa Generations are going to have a full roster to start this game, and they might need it. From what everybody in chat's saying. Jesus for the win, what do you mean? Keaton, very confident in his boys in blue here tonight, and rightfully so. But I'm excited. I haven't seen an open match since Season 1 that I haven't played in. So we'll take a look at what the boys have drawn up, what strategies they're going to try to put in place here tonight. And, yeah. Will we see the triangles formed on the offensive side, or are we going to see more of a Kansas City Sniper mentality? If you don't remember them from Season number 1 of Rebound, their main play style was they had a goaltender called Snowman, and they had a striker called Raid with 2 Ds at the end of them, at the end of his name. They would just block your shot, send it down the ice, Raid would get it, he would shoot, he would score 90% of the time, and that was Snipers hockey. After Season 1, they went undefeated, and then they disbanded, and they dissolved into other rosters as their legends have gone on. Pip Starlather is on the ice, and it's going to be a good one. Joe, Papa Shields, Pip Starlather, ready to rock, ready to roll. So whenever Papa Shields finds it deemed worthy, it'll be down on the ice, and it'll be go time. But hey, taking a look at the standings for, I think they're in the Benders Conference. These teams, Okinawa Generations, 3rd place in the Open Division in their conference. They've won all 3 of their games. Wisconsin Cheesers 1 and 2 on their record sheet. We'll see if they can make that. We'll see if they can change their stars here tonight. And it looks like everybody's ready to rock. Everybody's ready to roll. And we're going to take it down to the ice. Right about now. There we go. First period, ready to rock, ready to roll. The puck's dropped, the game's on, and we're packing the heat. Okinawa on the right, Wisconsin on the left. And these 2 teams are going to have a lot to show for us. Joe trying to take this one offensively. Pip with a shot. He sticks it right where you send the stamp. How about them apples? Okinawa starting off on the right foot. 1-0 in the first. Pip Starlather, literally my worst nightmare, and rightfully so. He's taking it with cotton candy as his aesthetic, as he's known for. Pip stealing it, not able to shoot. You can see the twitch of the stick. He wanted it more than I've ever wanted a donut on a Tuesday morning. Kebs off the backhand, off the backside of Kev in the neutral zone, taking this one out to the far side, forced loose back to the defensive end. Papa Shields hot in his heels. Good return there by Pip Starlather to dump this one in. Here's Kebs, the captain. Fumbled by Joe. Joe taking this one down low for the Generations. That one goes wide of the cage. KOTOR trying to bank pass to himself, and he'll send it back to his own defense. Kebs off of Joe. Joe in the offensive zone trying to get this one down low for Okinawa. That one's going to be knocked loose back defensively. Papa Shields, the man, the myth, the legend, finds his way over to Joe. Joe back on the defensive side. 1 minute into this first period of action. Okinawa having 2 shots. Wisconsin looking to get this one generated here on the offensive drive. Pip Starlather with the puck now with a nice shot. Kevilowski to the top side. Shooting. Hits the post in. KOTOR finds a goal. It's 1-1 in Okinawa here in the first. Kev with a good shot. Leaks off the puck a little bit too much with that shot attempt. But good things come when he crashed the crease. A goal for KOTOR. And another one on the season for Wisconsin. 3:42 remains here in the first. Ed nodded at 1. Joe back on the defensive side looking to make the most of this one as he takes this one down the near side. KOTOR has other plans to the top side. Pip Starlather to dump this one out into the Wisconsin territory. Kevilowski, the near side, throws that one down the full 200 foot of ice. Here's Pip Starlather with it now. Pip off the backhand. Joe with a control into the near side. Finds his way over to Kev. Kevilowski leaving that one to Joe. Many people ask who's Joe, and I think you know the answer to that one. Papa Shields to the top side trying to drive on, challenge that defense. Pip Starlather's shot goes wide to the far side. Papa Shields off the backhand across the grain, off the top of the stick of Joe. A little panhandle action. I like it. 1-1 still our score. Pip Starlather trying to change that one out in the offensive zone now. Joe off the backhand. KOTOR down to the near side. Finds his captain. Here's Kebs with it. He'll send that one packing into the offensive end. Papa Shields off the backhand. Stopped by Pip Starlather. Pole, shoots, scores from the point. He finds a goal. And the Okinawa Generations make it 2-1 here in the first period of action. .236 remains in the first. A tight game between the Cheesers and the Generations. Hip, drives, shoots, goes into the far side corner. Kevilowski here with it now, looking to peel this one down to the near side boards. Pip Starlather peeling that one back off the defense. KOTOR takes it in the corner. KOTOR. And off to Joe. Joe to the top side, pulls, back in, forehand, drives on, a little spinorama. Got some finesse in his back pocket, but he was not able to pull away with that puck. A little Beyblade action knocks the puck free. Here's Joe down to Pip. Pip here with a hand on this one off the forehand from the point. Good shot, good goal, and Pip Starlather for the 3rd time tonight. Notching another one into the goals column. 3-1. Generations extend the lead by yet again another goal. 2 minutes remain in the first. 2 goals the difference. Starlather with a nice pass out of the zone. Going down low to Kevilowski. Kevilowski, the near side, off the boards. Joe pinching in, forming the sandwich for the Okinawa Generations. Pip from the point, or Papa Shields from the point. Not able to find the cage at the end of the sights. Papa Shields whips it around town, near side to Joe. Kebs getting a touch. Off the forehand to the top side, finding his way over to Kevilowski. Kevilowski stopped by Pip Starlather, sending his one back over to Kebs. Kebs off KOTOR. Joe with a shot. Nice save by KOTOR, sent down into the offensive zone for Wisconsin. Pip Starlather back to the defensive end. Taking his time for the Okinawa Generations. A little fake of the wrist. Gets KOTOR to bite on it for just a moment. Papa Shields, I think he might have had a deflection on that one. Not quite close enough to cut it. Papa Shields to the top side corner, finding its way out to Joe. Here's Joe with it now. 50 on the clock. Out to the far side neutral zone. Here's Pip Starlather with a nice long distance pass right to the tape. Joe popped down to the near side with a question to Papa Shields. Who's going to take the shot? Pip Starlather going off the stick of Kevilowski with that opportunity down to the near side. Here's Joe. Joe from the backhand. To the far side blue line from Pip Starlather, sending that one downtown for a little question. Joe with a touch on it. Kebs here with possession. 20 on the clock. Kebs, Joe. Joe with control. Kevilowski driving on north, going off of Joe into the corner. That'll between Kev, goes down to the near side, finding his way down to the near side boards. Pip Starlather getting the step on KOTOR. KOTOR with good physicality, able to keep that shot from getting released. Kebs with a dangerous pass. Man, I don't think there's been a more lateral pass even in American football, but that's the end of the period of action. 3-1 at the end of the first. Wisconsin Cheesers, only down by 2. 7 shots to 1. Okinawa getting it done on the offensive side. 1:15 of possession time. They've got nothing to worry about right now. They've had great control of the game, great control of the pace, and I think they're going to keep... I think all 6 players staying down on the ice for the start of this next one. All 6 parties ready to rock. All 6 parties ready to go here in the second period of action. And we'll be getting this one going here in a few seconds. We're down on the ice. Second period ready to rock. Second period ready to roll. 3-1. Okinawa defends right. Wisconsin defending left. The puck's dropped. The game is on. Banks saying that the Cheesers second period. They got the team trust in their back pocket. The second period might be the Wisconsin time to shine. Good shot by off the corner of the cage. Joe had an opportunity to send that one packing, but just a game of inches, and he fell on the wrong side of the tracks. Evolowski down to the defensive end with 30 seconds elapsing into the second period. He'll dump this one in for the boys in blue. Joe at the red line. Down into the near side corner with that dump in. Papa Shields trying to crash onto this one off the backhand. Cycled out to the point. Pip Starlather with a shot, and Kebs with a better save. Shot goes off the body. Kebs, you're the control. Sends over to Couture. Couture with it now. Shoot, scores! And he sends it top shelf. And he gets that second goal notched into the tally sheet from downtown. The fadeaway at the red line. And the shot along the top shelf. 2-3. Wisconsin back in the saddle. With a minute elapsing into the second period of action. Okinawa Generations looking for an answer to that last goal. Pass down to Joe. Joe back over to Pip. Pip Starlather with a shot attempt. Goes through into the far side boards. Couture. Towards the Okinawa netting. Finds Pip Starlather. Pip over to Joe. Joe with a shot saved by Kebs. Sent out the other way and packing. Great save there on the defensive side for Wisconsin. Evolowski on the far side point. Pip Starlather knocks it loose. Couture with a swing on that one. Trying to give Pip a little bit of a cold. Kebs on the defensive end along the end wall. Looks towards topside. Shoots it down the center avenue. And Papa Shields was not there. A sure shot goal to tie us up here. 3 apiece. You can't get much closer without it being tied. Papa Shields taking that matters into his own hands. Sends it down the near side boards. Couture going off the hands of Papa Shields over to Joe. Joe here with a little bit of a lag touch. Finds his way over to Papa Shields. Papa Shields near side point. Shoots. Hits the post. Comes out the far side and wide. Kevolowski trying to get this one down low for the Cheesers. Off the hip, Papa Shields stopping him. Back to the defensive end. He'll find some refuge. Here's Joe. Let go. Couture with the possession. Looking down to the near side. Trying to get the pass off to Kebs. Chops it over the stick of Kebs over to Papa Shields. Hits Joe off the hip. Joe will whip this one top side. Looking for Pip Starlather. Pip Starlather. Does anybody know if the Wisconsin Cheesers are using keyboard or controller? I'm very interested. I think I know 2 of them, but I'm not entirely sure. Because it looks like Kevolowski uses a mouse and keyboard, but I could be entirely wrong. I know Pip Starlather 100% uses a controller. You can't stick check harder than he does. Couture playing with the keyboard. Okay. Little inside scoop. Papa Shields with a nice dump in. Finding his way off Kebs to the top side. Stopped by Couture. Couture with a chip. And that one will go into the back of the twine. Papa Shields awarded with a goal. It's 4-2 on an unfortunate bounce by Couture off the body of Kebs. And the hockey gods might try to get some karma back in this game. 2-4 is the score until that happens. Kevolowski dumping it out neutral zone. Papa Shields getting it down low. Kebs here, the control. The captain of Wisconsin. Shooting that one off the body of Couture. Pip Starlather sends this one down low. Here's Kebs with it now. Sends that one for a song. He'll send it north for the winter. Here's Joe. Returns that favor back to the defensive end for Wisconsin. Good shot. Couture with the control. Couture out of the defensive end. A lot of dumping down. Not a lot of control from either side of the ice right now. They're just looking to get some time to breathe and a little bit of time to calm the nerves. It's cold. Shoots. Saved by Couture. Here's Joe with it now. Kotor going off a few bodies, and Plinko's out into the defensive end for Okinawa. Papa Shields getting it back down low into the offensive end. Lone man back was Kebs. Kebs stumbling over the hands of Joe, but he'll keep possession and he'll keep control. It looks like Joe might also be mouse and keyboard. Pip Starlather with a good shot. He finds himself the 5th goal for the Okinawa Generations. Crash the crease, good things will come, and that one finds the curve of the stick right out the top of the crease, 6 feet from the goal. Pip Starlather, I think it's his 4th of the night. 4 goals, 7 shots for Pip Starlather. Kevlowski looking for the shot, saved by Papa Shields. Hip to Joe, down to the near side, looking for the tic-tac, not able to find the toe at the end of that play. 42 seconds remain in the second, 2-5 is our score. Joe holds, shoots, scores from the neutral zone. It's 6-2 for the Okinawa Generations. They're really just putting the pound town on the opposition when it comes to the offensive side of the puck. Difference is now 4. I think this game, nice shot by Joe. Neutral zone possession is key. 7-2 with a sure shot from Joe down the near side boards. We're going to see all 6 frames of that one on the replay. And, yeah, just like that, the gap is growing to 5. Like I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by Joe's offensive talents. I think it's a lot harder to learn mouse and keyboard. There's a lot more muscle memory involved. Back in Slap 1, it was much more consistent with muscle memory. But with how the servers work in this one, it's a much more calculation-central way to control the stick. And I think it's a lot more server-side than it was in the original game. So mouse and keyboard is a lot harder to learn. I don't know if it's worth it per se, but that's going to be the end of the second. Win yourself a 7-2 game, Okinawa, with not a lot to be sad about. Yeah, a lot of the best players, if you watch the previous game, Pittsburgh Panthers, the Pittsburgh Vipers, all play controller. And I think in SPL as a unit, they've only lost 1 game in their SPL career, which they've played over 50 games, I want to say. I could be wrong about that. Controller has a lot more over mouse and keyboard just because you can point, you can go upright on the joystick and your stick will go there. Just like you have 360 degrees to sprint, you have a lot more option whenever it comes to getting off the boards and getting off to a quick start. Compared to mouse and keyboard where you have 8 directions that you can control your player. I use mouse and keyboard because that's where my muscle memory is at and that's where I'm comfortable. But yeah, it's up to players' discretion. The skill gap has been higher for controller for quite a while now. Whether or not that has been flattened with the last update is yet to be determined. So just play what you're comfortable with. I would recommend using controller if you're a newer player, just because I think that's easier to pick up and run with higher ping. If you got 12 ping, though, mouse and keyboard all the way. If you got anything over, like, 24 average ping, I'd say controller's the way to go. But that's my 2 cents. I'm just the caster. I am an open player at heart, because that's the highest I've ever been in this league. But, so take that with a grain of salt. Kevlowski trying to drive on offensively as that one sent down to the near side corner. Beeford coming in for Papa Shields during the intermission. If you have not picked up that loose piece of the jigsaw puzzle yet, there you have it. Beeford coming onto the ice for, I think, the 2nd time this season for the Okinawa Generations. Could be mistaken entirely on that account, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. Ebbs getting a touch on this one, finding its way off Kotor. Pip Starlather pinching in on that one. Finding its way downtown. Here's Joe with it now. Going off to the far side boards. Beeford back to the defensive end. Sent down to Pip Starlather. Pip holding on to this one. Forehand shot goes off the body of Kebs and into the near side corner. Joe, the last man back for the Generations, trying to get underneath this one. Beeford has played 3 previous games in the season. Lone man out is Grey Ghost playing only 2. They're spreading around the playtime very evenly on the Okinawa Generations. And, yeah, I mean, JStronics is just a god. He's been around since last January, if I remember correctly. He's been around for a hot second. His mouse and keyboard skills are vastly superior to mine, just from the sheer amount he plays. But, yeah, just do whatever you're comfortable with, and talent will come. This is a game, the longer you play, the better you get. After the 40th hour, you feel a real advantage over, you know, your previous skill set. I think the real hills you find are after the 40th hour, after the 100th hour, and after like 200, you're pretty much a pro. And you know how to adapt your gameplay and what you can and cannot do in the game with your controller set. Oh, beautiful shot there by Pip Starlather to open up this third period scoring column, and makes it a difference of 6 with that wraparound shot. He's just lighting up the goals. He's lighting up the goal light tonight like it's a Christmas tree. With a difference of 6 on the board. Hi, Darth Kitty. Shout out my friend. I am Beanhead. He's grinding right now. Beanhead's the captain of the Nightwings, if you don't know. How's it going, Pierre? I hope you're having a great day. Here's with a good shot. Sent down to the forward. Forward. Sent out of the zone by Kotor. Here's Joe the now. Backhand shot goes off Kotor down the near side. Shot by Ford, but not able to send it through the wickets. It takes a vast amount of time to control puck control. That is very key. When you start out, I think your first skill you develop is your passing game, and then it comes into your shot game. And then that later will transition into you being comfortable with the puck. And I think stick control really comes off your hip more than you think about it. Your backhand pocket's your best friend when you start off the game. And, yeah. The more you have the puck in games, the better you get with it. If you're playing like 200 hours and you're playing like pub games where you barely get to touch the puck, you won't learn the blade unless you're using the blade. I think that, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we'll go with that. You won't learn the blade if you don't use the blade. So, like, if you don't control the puck, you won't learn the puck. Yeah, that's Darth's nugget of knowledge for this game. 104 remains here in the third. 6 points the difference. Okinawa right now in the lead. Will it stay there? Joe drives, shoots, hits the post off the far side, and that one rings through eternity. Kevilowski to the top side, off the backhand. Shot goes on target, and that one goes defended by Joe. Joe up to the far side, finds his way off forward to the near side over to Pip. Pip out to the near side point, finds Joe. Joe dangles, going off Kotor, going off Kevilowski, but fumbled into the neutral zone. Kebs finds his way down towards the offensive zone, but defended nicely there by Pip Starlather. Shot down, goes off Kebs to the near side corner. Forward with 30 on the clock. Shoots, scores, and he finds himself the back of the cage for the 8th time this season in his 4th game played. Beeford coming to town, selling his wares for $1.50, and he's finding nothing but buyers right now. Shot, scores, forward with another one. He's got 2 in the last 2 seconds. How you like them apples? Ford with a good dangle, forehand, backhand transaction, and that one goes right to the bank. 9 goals on the season. Ford getting it done on offense here tonight. 16 seconds remain in regulation. 8 goals the difference. Ford looking to take another one, but a beautiful defensive play by Wisconsin, keeping that one out of the cage. Ford driving. Kevilowski down the near side finds his way off Pip Starlather. Kebs steals it, looking for the shot on target. But the ring around the rosy did not come in his favor. That's the end of the ball game. 7-10, the final score. And Okinawa Generations, the victors out of this matchup. Great stuff from both sides of the ice, though. Great talents from every corner. Pip Starlather, the player of the night. 5 goals, 10 shots on the evening. Alongside Joe with 2 goals, Ford with 2 as well, and Papa Shields having 1 in the goals, assists, shots, and the saves column. Great stuff down there on the ice defensively. What a defensive game for Wisconsin. Played a great game, defended 50% of the shots, and that is a hard thing to do, even for pros. But taking a look at the more individual stats, you only get 3 of the, I did not set this one up at all. Okinawa Generations on the top side. On the bottom, we have the Wisconsin Cheesers. Good stuff from Kebs and Kotor. 4 saves apiece out of the total of 10. Possession time came out clutch. Pip Starlather holding onto the puck, controlling the pace of the game. Player of the night, Pip Starlather. Great stuff down there on the ice. But I think that's going to do it here tonight. And, yeah. I think they lost motivation once they were down by 4. 4 goals and slapshot is nothing. Say, you can go down to the last 4 minutes, and you can score. You saw Ford do it. He's right from the faceoff. You get some bounces. You get some pucks. You get a little puck luck. The hockey gods smile a bit. But Okinawa Generations remain undefeated after tonight. And, yeah. This broadcast is really well made. Thank you. That means a lot to me, actually. I spent a lot of time setting up these kind of things. And so the appreciation is appreciated, for lack of a better term. But, yeah. Good stuff from both guys down there on the ice. That's going to do it here this evening for the SPL Network, though. Thank you to all of our supporters. Eli coming out big with his own sub and 5 gifted during this broadcast, alongside the support of Irvion, Laugh Track, JStronics, Gubby from the the Northern Hills Voodoo, Minnesota, the former broadcaster and league admin of SPL on the list, as well as Messiah and Fizz. Thank you for all the support, guys. You guys have been fantastic. Hanging out with me, just enjoying the game. It's a favorite of the sport, and it's not going to be going anywhere anytime soon as long as I have something to say about it. But, yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys all have a great night. And hopefully, I don't think we have any games tomorrow. Tomorrow's the Super Bowl. It's going to be great. Go Cincinnati. I'm a Pittsburgh fan. But, yeah, with that being said, that's all I got for you guys here tonight. But thank you guys for tuning in. We had 5 games, 5 great games here on the SPL Network. We'll be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. if no other games are scheduled. Gibsoni Geesters, Bob Cajun Catfish at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be there, be square. Minecraft, I'm down. Yeah, go Bengals! Woo! I forgot my sign out. Thank you guys for tuning into the SPL Network. I'm Darth. Hopefully, we'll see you all in the next broadcast. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. This didn't happen. You guys were never here. Don't even, that never happened. No, go away. Bye.